Hello, everyone, and welcome to
I'm
Sig.
Dakota Cat. No, I'm Dakota Cat. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, we are here live. Welcome back, everyone. This is episode 31 of Signature Maneuver, the Grimworks exclusive wrestling podcast. My name is Jose Guevara, and I'm here with, since Brian already wanted to talk, I'm here with one of my co-hosts, Mr. Brian Alvarado,
No, I'm Dakota Cat.
and Mr. Roman Vargas.
No, I'm Dakota Cat.
You can't take my catchphrase. Fuck you, man. I totally came up with that on my own. No help from anybody. I didn't take it from anybody.
Oh, dude, good. You can have it.
I thought yours was fuck Lance Storm or who?
James Storm.
James
We
Storm.
we like Lance Storm a
Yeah,
lot.
okay.
Dude,
Lance Storm's
Oh.
tight.
last week, we're not gonna talk about last week
Mhm.
because there was a fucking gas crisis and it took me forever to get home.
Oh yeah, sorry guys, that's why we couldn't record, but it's okay. We're here now.
Last week, Heavy Machinery had a match on NXT. Skipped it. The streak is still alive, baby.
Without going through notes, do y'all want to talk about anything from last week? 'Cause
Well, we can talk about the Mae Young stuff, but we'll talk about that later.
we're talking about that all together, yeah. Y'all want to acknowledge the Cena promo?
It was good.
Oh yeah, the
It was good. Move on.
Okay.
I mean, it's good. Watch it. That's all you gotta do.
anything for SmackDown?
SmackDown as a whole is always a great show,
Yeah.
but nothing in specific, because if I do, I'm going to go into great detail. And all of it led to this week anyway. That's what I love about SmackDown.
Continuity.
Yeah. It's a show. Oh, you mean you get rewarded for watching the show?
Yeah. Oh, the only
Weird.
thing that didn't show up from last week to this week was the
Fashion Peaks?
Fashion Peaks.
Yeah.
Or Fashion Police File. Shit.
It's
Whatever-
AOP,
what-
guys.
whatever.
AOP is gonna be the team that fucked them up.
I know.
You think so?
Probably.
Nah.
I hope it's Heavy Machinery.
What? No, because then I'm gonna
Dozer.
have to watch a match.
It's gonna be Dozer and
Dozovich.
Tozer.
You know what, dude?
Those a bitch.
Otis Dozovich on his own could probably do something.
Yeah.
The other guy is like everything bad about
That
wrestling.
guy is fucking gross.
Otis Dozovich?
No, the other guy.
You know which one I'm talking about? Right? Otis Dozovich is the one that makes the faces.
Yeah, the other guy's the tall one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like Otis because he's funny.
He's funny, right?
Yeah, I don't know how he wrestles because I've never seen a match. But
Not good.
the tall guy
He
is
can
so
throw
good.
shit,
You know
honestly.
how like
He's
you know,
strong. That's
You
it.
know what
Yeah.
I picture when I see that guy?
What?
Tall guy? I don't even know his name. Fuck it. You know what I picture?
I know his name because I've seen all their matches.
What's the other guy's name?
Tucker Knight.
Tucker Knight.
Knight. Okay, you know what I
That's a
picture?
fucking shit
You
name.
know-
That is the fucking, what is it? When you like type the engine or whatever? That's the most automatic engine of fucking wrestling names in the
A
world.
generator.
Generator.
Yeah, fucking
Tucker-
wrestling generator.
Tucker Knight.
Fuck it. That's mine.
I like Tucker and I like Knights.
Oh, no.
The
So,
shiny and the one where
God
there's
damn
no
it, let me
sun.
say what you know what he fucking reminds me of?
Who?
Look at that guy. Tucker Knight.
Tucker Knight.
Tucker Knight fucking reminds me of you describing a fucking Wendy's hamburger. where they're all sweaty.
Ew. Ew.
I don't know why. Like I just picture a sweaty hamburger when I think of that guy.
Dude, he's not good.
That really got me.
It's crazy because Otis is over. Like
I
they,
like
the
Otis,
crowd
even
likes him.
though I don't like his matches.
Dozy.
they have the worst fucking finisher of all
I've never
time.
seen it. I'm
One
never
holds
gonna
them
see it.
in like a World Strongest Slam,
Nope, don't tell me. I don't even want to hear about
and the other one hits
matches.
the ropes, and he jumps on his back, and they both fall on them.
Oh man, what? That's so fat. That's so fat.
Yeah, it's like
I get-
800, it's like 800 pounds like coming down.
It's
on
like
you.
they're heavy
You know what it's called?
machinery.
You know what it's called? It's called the compactor.
Oh my god.
I swear to God, it's called a
Everything
compactor.
about them is generic. We know
Yeah,
this.
fucking trash compact.
It's like everything bad about like 70s wrestling. That's what they are.
God damn
It's like
it.
the Red Rooster and the fucking Gobbledygooker.
Why? Look, I don't even want them to get released. I just want them to be repackaged and compacted into something else.
You know what's crazy? They'd be huge in WCW.
Damn it!
Probably.
Why?
Feuding with Glacier. And There's people that defend that trash.
Oh my god.
Okay, guess what happened to this week? We kind of just decided to roast some fucking
Okay,
tag
well,
team.
none of us saw Raw. Good shit, guys.
Apparently, it was bad.
What I put on Raw is, I really don't even remotely care. I don't know what happened, and you know what? I'm okay with it. Like
You know
I'm
what?
okay.
I think I'm gonna watch Raw next week.
Go home.
Yeah. Oh fuck. I don't
Go
know.
homes always suck.
On
Yeah.
Raws they do.
Well, we'll go into why later.
Well,
Okay.
Let's keep going.
you just want to hop on a SmackDown?
I didn't watch SmackDown, but sure.
You.
Yeah,
Okay.
I
I'm pretty
watched it.
bummed I didn't watch it. I was really trying. I've just been super busy. It was cool.
No, dude, it's fine. Getting your education on. If anything, we get to catch you up on SmackDown too.
Yeah.
Cool.
So it opens
Which
up.
is like every week.
Yeah. So it opens up with Orton doing a promo.
Oh my god, this is
Yeah.
like what is this, Raw?
If fucking it starts off at a -2,
God damn it.
But then Nakamura comes out.
and it goes back up to 3.
Okay.
Yeah,
Oh, they had a match, right?
Yeah,
For
they
number one contender.
they had them talk about their match
Number
that
one
night.
contendees. That's
Yeah, so they just basically talk about it. They had some good stuff, I guess. Nakamura was great on the mic.
like back and forth.
Yeah, they had
Okay.
a little bit of stuff. It wasn't anything quote worthy, but I just appreciate so much that
He's trying.
yeah, and Nakamura, even with the language barrier, is still like fucking over as hell. It makes me happy.
Yeah.
Still cuts a better promo than
Yeah.
Roman Reigns.
Randy Orton.
Yeah.
Oh
I
yeah,
heard
him too.
that, at SummerSlam,
Mhm.
well, we all heard it, right? From
Mhm.
the other podcast we listened to. Do we promote them or no?
No,
Okay, well, the other podcast, the other wrestling podcast
You
that
can.
we listened to,
they're gonna
where,
pay.
Like Nakamura's pop at SummerSlam,
Mhm.
like basically
Was
it was
dope.
it was like no, it was really good. Like it was a huge pop.
No, but they were saying that on TV.
Oh yeah.
That-
Like TV did not give it justice.
No, they muted it down.
Oh really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I didn't know that. Why?
Because one person doesn't like that he got over by himself, basically.
That he was already over.
Vince doesn't
Vince?
like that shit.
Oh.
That's why they booked him the way they booked him.
Vince does not like when he can't create a wrestler.
Ah.
It's just how
That's why AJ's so good on SmackDown.
how
Yeah,
Du-
because he really doesn't pay attention to SmackDown.
it's how like Dusty didn't like wrestlers he couldn't fix. Vince is like the opposite of Dusty, weirdly enough.
Okay.
Yeah, like if you were already good, apparently Dusty wouldn't give you attention in like the performance center.
Yeah.
Like it was
but,
impossible. Yeah.
But like Dusty's reason was kind of like logical because there's like there's no reason for you to be here. Like
Oh yeah, no,
there's
I'm not.
nothing I can teach you.
I just want to talk about Dusty Rhodes.
Oh yeah, no, yeah, baby, he's the best, baby.
The best, the fucking best, baby. All right, so so after that,
Really be, baby.
so okay, and this is where it starts getting to like some of the better entertainment of wrestling because when
Goes to 5.
Carmella is in the ring with what's that dude that has it?
Caramel James Dunn? No, that's not right.
James
Ellsworth.
Ellsworth,
Uh,
and then they're getting ready for her match
It
with
was
Natalia.
James Dunn.
And fucking KO comes out and he's like, "Hey, how you doing? I want to be the ref for your match." And they're
What?
like,
Wait, hold on. Wait, what? What?
KO comes
Hold
out.
on. Who's the match?
KO, Carmella and Natalia.
Okay.
And he's like, "Oh, because since anyone can just be the ref around here, apparently I'm gonna be the ref for your match."
Oh my
He's
God.
still fucking
'Cause
bitter.
Yeah, because he's fucking. Oh, I love it. I love it.
So then Shane's music plays and he comes out and he's like, "What the hell do you think you're doing?" And he's
Does he
like,
have a fucking ref shirt on?
he's asking the ref for his shirt. But he was introducing himself to Carmella and James, and they were like, "What the fuck?" And then so Shane comes out and he's like, "What do you think you're doing?" He's like, "Oh, I'm just doing whatever I want because apparently you can do whatever you want here." And he's like, "How long are you gonna keep blaming me for this?" And they go back and forth for a bit, and they
Building on Shane and Owens, obviously.
start shooting on each other.
Ooh.
Yeah, and Shane starts shooting on how when Owens was finally had Universal Champion, he's like, "Well, I'm sorry. On the other show, they just gave you titles. Here, you have to earn them." And then
Ooh.
KO starts shooting back and he says, "I'm so sorry, you need to get everyone's fucking attention that you'll bring your kids in here to dance around. You'll jump off the highest ladder everywhere. You'll even hop out of a helicopter just to get someone's attention, man.
no, to get your daddy's.
Your daddy's attention."
Oh my god.
And
What
he-
is this fucking Cena Roman 2? But
In-
better?
yeah.
'Cause I like these people.
In between that, KO stops him and says that, or Shane tells him, "Don't ever talk about my kids again." Like he gives him a little warning,
Yeah.
Wink, wink.
a little wink, wink. And then so then
What does that
KO.
mean? What do you
So
mean?
then KO breaks it down and he starts telling him, he's like, "You know what, man? Everyone would have been better if you didn't survive that helicopter crash." He was like,
Oh.
"Your daddy, your wife, and especially your kids. And then Shane starts throwing
Oh,
potatoes.
no! What is going on?
And then-
Natalia and Carmella want to have their match, damn it.
And he's basically throwing potatoes, shoot fighting him,
Uh,
throws him out of the ring, fucking tosses him over the table, and they have to get everyone to come out there to take him off KO.
watch
His
SmackDown.
face is red, KO's face is red.
Damn it, I should have watched SmackDown.
It was pretty good, man. And then they had to pull everyone off, and it was like hugely controversial. And then when it comes back, it's Carmella and Natalia. They're just
okay.
having their match. I swear to God, it comes back, and you're like, okay. And
Like
they're having
nothing happened.
kinda. They're like, well, this is what happened right before the break.
Yeah.
But right
Oh,
now
I
we
saw
got
the replay right
yeah, but right now we're Carmella and Natalia. And then that match was okay. Carmella's gotten so much better. She is getting it down.
I love when you
I'm
can,
a fan.
I love when I didn't mean to cut you off. Sorry.
No, go.
I love when you can fucking tell that someone's passionate about what they're doing
Yeah.
because you can totally see it in the work that they put out.
Oh yeah, man.
Like
She's
it happened with I can like name a couple people, but I don't. Nothing's coming to mind right now.
Peyton Royce.
Peyton Royce and Billy Kay, both of them, like
Mhm.
both of them, they've just kind of gotten to another level when they're wrestling.
Yeah.
And Tyler Breeze was one of them. too,
Tyrese.
when he first fucking came out.
Ruby Wyatt.
Yeah, and like they just
So good.
kind of get random shit over. Like they find that thing that puts them on the map and helps you remember them and be excited to see them. So for you to tell me that Carmella's getting way better, like that's awesome. Cause
Yeah, she's really owning into her character. I will say Natalia, I'm glad she's getting a belt run, but I will say she looks kind of funny with it. Like when she holds
Yeah.
it, she holds it like remember on the what is the game show where you guess the word and they give you a vowel?
Jeopardy.
Jeopardy. She carries around the belt like
No,
the girls
you're-
show it like a Jeopardy
You're,
letter.
you're thinking of Wheel of Fortune.
Wheel of Fortune.
Wheel of Fortune.
Like she
Jeopardy's,
holds
what is chingadera?
yeah, she holds the woman's belt like a woman would show like a letter on Wheel of Fortune. Like she's just like I have the belt. This is the belt. It's weird on her. She doesn't like wear it. She has it on her shoulder.
And she cuffs it, right? Like she actually like
Yeah.
snaps it, and it's like
There,
Yeah.
and she has like her little her little prance with it, which is fine. It just I was like, oh, this is just strange.
Maybe she's working you.
she has. Maybe she should wear like the Usos around her neck.
That'd be hard as
You
fuck.
should wear like fucking Matt Riddle, like a roll of belt.
Oh, like
roll
a
of bullets.
bandolero.
Oh, you
Yeah, fucking bandolero.
you mean wrong? She should wear the belt wrong.
Yeah, that's so badass.
Well, they have their match, and it's okay. There's a lot of back and forth. Carmella was really the one that I think looked good in the match. And at one point, James was trying to get her to cash in the Money in the Bank. Like, he's trying to put it in for her. And she's like, what are you doing? And then he drops it, so she's distracted. And then Talia gets a roll-up and gets the win. And then Carmella blows up on James and tells him she wishes he was never born. He's a waste of space. And
He
she
got no chin.
yeah. And she breaks up with him. And here's the thing. The whole time she's doing it, I'm like, man, she is really coming into this character.
That's awesome.
It was a great like breakup shoot thing.
It's cool because in that show Breaking Ground, have you guys seen it? You've seen it, right? Have you seen it, Ron?
No.
Okay. She's like on there, and I'm like, when she first came out, I was like, okay, like I don't know if I don't know, like in that you can totally tell like she wasn't. It seems like she wasn't a wrestling fan as a kid, but you could totally tell that she still cares about what she's doing, and she does have a love for it. So it's like it's not really like one of those people that doesn't respect the business, but it's more like, oh, she wasn't a fan all her life, right? Like she didn't want to do this her whole life, but now that she is, like she's totally 100%.
Okay.
So, like for her, basically to see her hard work pay off, it's pretty awesome, because like we've seen her since she debuted on NXT.
Yeah.
And she was honestly just a side piece.
Yeah.
Right? But yeah, so that's pretty cool.
Also, when she got signed and they signed Cass and Enzo and they didn't sign her, you could tell on the Breaking Ground portion of that she did look kind of sad. She's like, well then what am I gonna do?
Oh, like when they called him up?
Yeah, when they called
Oh,
them
okay.
up, like she did have that. She liked that look on her face, kind of like. And Triple H is explaining it to her like, we just think that there's something better for you if we look elsewhere and try to dig. And you could tell on her face it was just like, well, I'm fucked.
Yeah.
Because like that, but like the money maker basically just is gone, and now I have to work it out. But she's been working and sticking with that character, and I really want her to win that belt. I really, really want her to win that belt just so she can be
It's a matter of time.
the chicken shit heel of the SmackDown Women's division.
Yeah.
She's great. The character's great. I'm a fan, man.
Well, also like what this shows me, it's so fucking cool what they're doing on SmackDown.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Where
their storytelling.
They and they like build up new characters like with every title run. It's so good. Like like when fucking so Alexa Bliss had the belt, right? And like at first you're like, okay, cool, like Alexa, we don't really care.
Mhm.
And then like I mean she was good in NXT, but she wasn't the way she is now.
No,
And
now they're like pushing her to be the face of everything.
Yeah, and so exactly, and
Yep.
so like, then she came on SmackDown, and it was so tight, but then like, she kind of, it turned to where, I want to say, I felt like, I don't know if I want to say like it turned to where she didn't need the belt really, but the belt was just something extra for her
Oh yeah.
because I mean she had it for a while, and then they had her go up against Naomi, and for me, I was like, oh, okay, well, Naomi, that's kind of cool, whatever. Like, I don't really care. But then, you know, she beat Alexa, and she did the whole feud with Natalia, and I was like, you know what? Like, I actually like Naomi because like her matches were good, her promos were decent, her commentary was terrible.
Oh, she has
But
terrible commentary.
the next time she was on commentary, it was actually good.
It was better.
It was better.
It was better.
Yeah. And like I've honestly never cared for Natalia, but somehow like I kind of cared for her when she went up against Naomi.
They're getting little tweaks here and there too, like how
Yeah.
Naomi has the not springboard, the corner moonsault as a finisher now instead of the fucking rear view.
View.
Yeah, the rear view.
Yeah.
And then how Natalia, not only does she have the sharpshooter, but she has that mean ass power bomb that's actually really, really good.
Yeah. Because all she would do is just a fucking sharpshooter.
Yeah, she was just a.
Yeah, but now that she's actually
Yeah.
fucking wrestling and she does the spinning lariat, that's
That's good too. Yeah.
Hers is fucking weird. Like it doesn't like I don't like it really, but I do like that she has more moves.
Yeah.
I don't really like it because I'm like that doesn't even look like it fucking hurts. Like I don't know. It's just weird. It's smooth as fuck, but like I don't know. But yeah, like and now they're building up Carmella. Like it's fucking cool that they actually have a roster of women that basically they use. Like,
Yeah, they're investing their time, which because over on Raw they still have Mickey James and they still have, I'm the number one where I'm like I'm not a Mickey James fan, but they still have someone there they're not using,
yeah.
and then they decided to randomly start using Emma again, which is great, but also they're really funky because they'll start working in a program, and then like 2 weeks later they're not there anymore, and you don't even think about it until like it's been a month where you're like, weren't they? What the fuck? Like you just Raw's very very choppy. And it's very hard to feel like like 3 weeks now I haven't watched a Raw. Like I haven't sitting down and like I'm gonna watch Raw, and I feel like I've missed out on nothing.
Yeah, like I saw the No Mercy women's title match, and it was the 4-way, and I was like, okay, like I don't need to even know how this came to be. Like I just need to watch that match.
Yeah.
I don't really care what the like. Yeah, like I totally feel like we can watch No Mercy without having to know the card or anything, and like they're gonna tell us everything with the packages anyways. So
There you go.
yeah,
And you know they love to re-inject those fucking Raw packages every time they can.
yep, and
Yeah, that's why you shouldn't. That's why you shouldn't see the. What is it? The go. Man, my stomach is fucking up.
oh,
right?
but well, I'll tell you. We'll get to that. But
Well-
Yeah, my stomach will be for the end.
no,
Alright, so wait, do you want to move forward or you want to?
yeah. I mean, I was gonna say more stuff, but whatever. I basically made my point.
Okay, so moving forward, we got KO. He's threatening to sue, and
You're hearing this whole thing. God damn it! Did
Yeah.
you say you hated this in Ring of Honor?
he's threatening to sue the company for Shane assaulting him, and it is so fucking entertaining because he's telling Brian that he's gonna make the whole SmackDown the Kevin Owens show, and he's gonna tear this fucking place apart, and it's so good. And you just have to watch. I know it sounds kind of like it's been done before, but it's KO's turn to
It's
do this.
different,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's better. He's such a fucking performer. I
Yeah.
love him. From there, oh yeah, they had some Conor the Crusher packages. Fucking tears, man. Remember, think about when D-Bry won the title at his WrestleMania moment.
Yeah.
The first thing he did is when they showed him when he hugged Conor.
Yeah.
Fucking ruined me. I was like, no. And then okay, so this was when things. I mean, things are always interesting on SmackDown, but Ziggler is being repackaged, I guess, for his last stint on WWE.
I think I saw or heard something about this.
He comes out, it's the regular music, and he says, he's like, oh, wait, I have to do something more entertaining. I have to get your attention. So he goes back, and fucking John Cena's music starts playing, and he comes out with like a baseball hat and a blank towel, and he gets in the ring, and he's like, oh, buy this, you gotta buy this. And then he like points at the hat, he's like, you gotta buy this too. And then right before he runs, he's like, oh, no, that doesn't do it for you? He's like, oh, wait, you know what? I know what'll get you guys going. I know. And he goes back, and then the Macho Man music starts playing, and he comes out with some fucking girl in a robe. And he's like, oh, yeah, yeah. He's all, what? Seriously, this one didn't do it? You guys usually love that nostalgia bullshit. He says crap, but I'm saying bullshit. And then everyone's just like everyone's kind of weirded out by it.
Everybody doesn't know what's going on.
Yeah, there's like no crowd reaction. They're just like, He's like, you know what? I know what'll get you guys. And he goes to the back, and fucking Naomi's music starts playing.
Oh my god.
And he fucking runs out. You know that thing she wears on her head that gives her like the glow in the dark dreads?
Oh, the dreads? Yeah.
He's wearing that and her fucking fur coat that lights up. And he slides on the ramp and everything, and he's like dancing. And then he gets up and he's like, oh, that's not working? Oh, okay. Well, then he basically spits a line, something along the lines of, just remember, anyone can do these gimmicks, but I'm the only one that can be me in that ring. And I was like, that's a good line.
Okay.
But I don't know what they're going to do with him moving on. I just know that he plans on not resigning and his contract's over in late October, early November.
Okay.
And I think he's going. People are speculating that he's going to focus on just comedy. I really think he's going to go to Japan.
It seems like it.
I'm so excited for him to go to Japan.
Yeah.
I'd like to think that immediately he gets there, he's going to be with Juice, and they're just going to be top baby faces.
Yeah.
It's so good. Oh, then we come back, commercial break, come back. Fucking Aiden English, baby. Once
Okay.
again.
The maestro of mayhem.
Yeah.
Mayhem.
Dude, how wonderful is he? He's so good. And then he gets cut off by Sammy this time.
Okay.
Yeah, he's once again is like, are you fucking kidding me? Can I sing my fucking song?
I
So,
got one fucking thing. You keep ruining it.
and they had a good match. Super entertaining. They're both athletic. And they just find a way to make it work. Equal parts Sammy, equal parts Aiden. Aiden gets the win by roll up. And after that, he's like, where was I? And he gets the mic.
Yeah.
And he starts singing. And he's about to do, remember when he was doing the artist and NXT?
Yeah.
And when he left, he was like, in the WW. When he's on the second W, Sammy's like looking at him dirty. He's like, wait, what are you doing? What are you doing? And he starts chasing him. He's like, oh, chill out. And they run to the back. Just super entertaining.
Yep.
And then from there, we have the Usos and the New Day have to determine what type of match they're going to have for their title match. And they decided on a street fight.
Las Vegas street fight.
Las Vegas street fight.
Las Vegas.
Yeah,
They're in Sin City next week.
Yeah.
Oh, so the next week's the title match?
Yeah.
Okay, so then it's probably the end of the feud, right?
I don't know anymore. SmackDown honestly doesn't really go by rules.
Yeah, and do they even... I feel like they don't even have that many tag teams right now.
Well, they're building up Gable and Benjamin right now.
Oh,
that,
that's right.
That was last week. And
Yeah.
It was okay.
It was okay, but
They
I
have a
think
match?
Yeah. It was a little sloppy. But I guess it's just them like working together. They're
I'm
not.
trying to figure it out.
Yeah. And maybe they're working me. Maybe they work completely fine. They're just like, we got to put in these steps so it makes it look like we're fucking up.
I do think that Gable and Benjamin are better as singles acts.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's just me. I think people have this false understanding of like a tag team, you know, and not everybody can do it. And there's two amazing acts, but if they tag, it doesn't mean it's gonna be a great tag team. It's like a unit thing.
Yeah, like the gold standard is
Oh.
screams just solo.
Yeah, he was great.
So, I mean, I wasn't too excited about it either. I was like, oh, Benjamin Sheldon, like, fuck yeah, all right, let's do it. Who are you going to face? And then they say, you're teaming with fucking... I was like, oh, god damn it.
I think
I
a
was kind
good
of upset by that.
program for it is Shelton turning on Gable
That's what I was thinking would happen.
and him thinking like they getting upset, like they try to, replace him,
Yeah.
quote unquote. And then they have matches that I think that could probably be good.
Oh, that'd be great, yeah.
So, I mean, we'll see. Yeah.
But yeah, straight tag teams, they don't have that.
Yeah. It was you didn't miss out on the return.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it was okay. But after that, you know what we got to see? Oh no! After that, so Daniel Bryan gets a call, and he's talking to someone, and they're saying that he has to acknowledge Shane for his actions and follow through with a certain type of punishment. So Daniel Bryan goes to the ring, like immediately goes to the ring, and has to call out Shane and tells him, "Your daddy called. You're suspended until further notice."
Indefinitely.
Yeah. And then
Huh.
Shane's all, okay. And then from there, you know what we see? The fucking WWE champ in a fucking suit, my guy. In like a
Jinder Mahal.
in like a
I thought
tweed
it was-
in like a tweed suit. My boy looked good.
Okay.
I'm gonna, and I write it down. I still don't see a problem with this title reign. I still don't see a problem. Anyone who doesn't like it, I think you're just kind of a bitch. From there, we got. So I think it's gonna be the AJ Styles Open Challenge. Oh no, it's gonna be a match, and it's Ty Dillinger and Baron Corbin. Yeah. And immediately I put Dillinger fucking up Corbin. Fuck you, Corbin.
Did he?
Nah, they started. He's like started like doing the whole gray area shoot elbow punch thing. You know,
Yeah.
like I'm pissed at you. I'm gonna punch you kind of thing. Fury of punches.
Yeah.
They did that a few times. They had a decent match, and Baron ends up winning by playing dirty, essentially
Oh, okay.
doing dirty tricks here and there, being very Baron-esque. But it wasn't a bad match, and if they were to have a program, I think it'd be okay. But also, I'm still don't know how to feel about Baron's performances on stuff. I'm just not vibing it that well. I do like his music. I came around to that. The music, I was like, okay, this is cool. And then when the camera, because the way his name is, it looks like a road, but it only looks like it when the camera's facing it, and it shows him like as if he just walked down the road. I was like, okay, that's cool. That's kind of cool. And then him and AJ are gonna have a program, obviously, because AJ was on commentary the whole time. He's
Yeah.
always cheating, you do dirty tricks. And then after the match, but also Ty looked good in the match. That was what was most important. And afterwards, AJ approaches Ty and says that next week, the open
damage tomorrow.
he's next week, the open challenge, immediately it belongs to you. So they're gonna have a full length match next week
Right.
on Sin City.
In Sin City.
In Sin City.
On Sin City,
Like,
around
you know who's from Sin City?
No, I don't.
Ziggler.
The Ryback.
Is he really?
Yeah, I think he was billed from Sin City.
Oh, that's stupid.
Okay.
Wait, why are we talking about right back? Fuck that guy.
From there, we have a Bobby Roode video package. He's a star.
Bobby. God
Okay.
damn it, Bobby.
Okay, so from here, this is where things get a little weird. So Carmella approaches James. Well, James approaches Carmella, apologizes for everything, promises if she takes him back, he'll never be in the way again. He'll follow her orders for everything. So she kisses him, and then she slaps the shit out of him, and then she walks away.
You know, it really didn't call for the slap. It was just like Vince was like, "All right, kiss and make up." And she was like, "I'm gonna improvise, make this look real good." She slapped him.
I like to slap.
It was great.
Yeah, and she had like this look in her face, kind of just fucking maniacal, man. She's really owning in on this character.
She's like fucking with him?
She's basically keeping him there because he's the insurance policy.
Which is basically what she always did,
Mm-hmm.
right? So now she's just kind of
She's-
reminding people like, oh yeah, we're together, quote unquote. But it was always like, I never said that.
Mm-hmm. I'm hoping that she turns into Money in the Bank. She wins. She sets out the belt on the floor and she DDTs James Ellsworth.
And then
Oh, wow.
James Ellsworth screws her to lose the match, to lose the belt.
Oh wow.
yeah, but that's like a few months later.
Book it.
One thing I like about what they're doing is they're stepping away from her being like a goofy heel and an actual like heel.
Heel.
She's looking like, oh, this lady's really fucked up.
Yeah.
Kind of how they were doing with Alicia Fox, you know? But then it got real goofy.
Alicia Fox.
Like I said, then it got real goofy.
Yeah.
So after that,
Hey,
we
oh,
got,
never mind.
we got Nakamura and Randy.
Nakamura.
Randy.
You want me to tell you something that's going to piss you off, Brian?
No.
They actually have some chemistry.
Fuck off.
I swear to God.
Fucking. You know what? Bret Hart syndrome. Nakamura's so good.
Nakamura actually got a good match out of Randy.
Yeah, Bret Hart syndrome.
It was pretty good.
Do you think Randy actually cares about this?
You know why Randy had a
this
good
actual
match?
feud?
Why?
Wait, who won?
Nakamura wins.
You know why Randy had a good match?
Why?
Because he was like, alright, I'm gonna fucking lose Nakamura and go take a nap.
He's like, he's strong style, right? He's gonna break something on me. I get fucking time off. And he just fucking lights up a big fat doobie.
I don't know. I don't know what caused it, but they had a decent match that I think is worth checking out.
You're a liar.
No,
Is
it's
it your
good.
match of the week?
No, the fuck? What are you stupid?
Not a good match.
Bitch, I saw New Japan this week. Are you stupid?
Okay, anyways, go ahead.
And then so Nakamura gets the dub,
Nakamura.
and after that, Owens again reiterates to Daniel Bryan saying that next week is gonna be his show. He's taking over everything. He's gonna sue this place. Everything's gonna be his. And then that's when, or Shane to Daniel, and then that's when Daniel tells him that Mr. McMahon's gonna be here next week, and that's how the show ends.
But which one?
No, he said Vince.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, but which one? No.
Yeah, Triple H comes out. I'm part of the family.
I'm part of the family.
Time to play the game. Oh wait, it's the fucking old one.
Paw. I need you to make another shitty movie.
It's all bow down to the.
You know what's sad? Triple H can't get any more custom Motorhead songs because Lemmy passed away.
Oh man.
That sucks, right? His songs are good. You guys
How
want to talk
much
about?
did he pay him?
Didn't they just fucking drank beer together?
I think probably a mix of like
He was just like, get me 6 cases of Jack Daniels and we'll call it even.
he has the fucked up thing is like you can just buy that yourself. You're not
Yeah.
poor.
Yeah, but he was just like, yeah,
But
it tastes sweeter when somebody else buys it for me.
But you see the thing, Hunter, is then I have to get up and I have to get my card and I have to finish the sentence and I don't want to do that.
have to sober
And
up.
I have diabetes.
You see these two boils right here?
Alright, well, what's the next show?
These are my kids. NXT.
Oh, 205, right?
Oh no, 205. No, you are right.
I did not watch 205.
Alright,
I attempted to watch it this morning, but I had to watch the last Mae Young and NXT.
I saw the main event.
How was that?
It was okay, but they're totally now pandering this division to Enzo.
Oh, Enzo made it. Oh, we already said that, right?
Yeah. Well, it's a 5-way elimination for the number 1 contender.
Fatal 5-way.
Fatal 5-way. Yeah, and Enzo basically just plays dirty the whole time to get to people to pin each other, and then he gets the dub on. There are some.
Grand Metalik in that match?
Yes.
Fuck Enzo.
Yeah, Grand Metalik was in the match. I don't know, man. I think as far as 205, I know everyone always talks about ways to fix it, but I think the best thing they could do is if they start factions and then just have like a whole faction war, and that's like the show from there on out. Like the factions just want the belt. Like you have like a Lucha Libre style. You can faction. You can have one that's like how Gulak and Nice are more traditional wrestlers on the mat. Have one like that. Have one with Enzo's posse. Some shit like that. You know. Neville could have like the King's Court kind of thing, and they just book it with all these factions essentially fighting to see who can get the belt. I think that's the best way to fix it.
Wouldn't Jack Gallagher join Neville's thing?
Yeah, why not?
Because they don't like each other.
Well, Gallagher is basically diet heel right now, so
Diet heel.
Yeah, he keeps
Yeah.
fucking
Where's
with Kendrick.
Brian Kendrick going?
Brian Kendrick is. I think Brian Kendrick would be the hitman for hire kind of thing. Kind of not like a hitman for hire, but like I mean, I'll side with you if like the money's right. He'd be the real
No
life
one's gonna
Kevin Nash.
trust him
He'd be
ever.
like the real life Kevin Nash of the division in kayfabe.
Okay.
And I'd like that a lot. If he was just hanging back, like if you need an extra man, I mean, I got a plan, but it's not cheap.
I gotta. These flags ain't cheap, buddy.
I'd be into it, but I think that's the best way to fix that division.
Oh, he should be like the flag maker, and he makes every faction a flag.
I mean, he could also do that.
Why is that his gimmick now?
Because
They need to move in Kalisto to this division already.
I'm the man with the flag.
They're not even using him, right?
You know what? I watched Main Event this week because yeah, dude, Main Event, every episode, they have like a random ass match. And it's kind of like a scratch off. You'll just get some money sometimes. Like, I was watching it, and they had a match of Kalisto and Elias Sampson. And I never knew I would wanted to see this match until I fucking saw this match. I like that match a lot.
You know, I am kind of regretful that I'm not watching Raw because I actually really like Elias Sampson. I want his shirt. I'll be honest.
It's a good shirt.
I want the fucking shirt.
Oh, when you're on Raw, you don't have a last name. It's just Elias.
That's fine.
Who wants to walk with Elias? And he just talk shit on his guitar. I'm a fan, dude. That guy really... Well, another NXT prodigy that just made use of his character.
But I'm telling you,
Down.
it didn't happen until Vagabundo.
Vagabundo was pretty tight.
That's what made him. Because before that, I was like, fuck him.
I was a fan before. He has a really mean... it's like... What is it? It's like...
reverse chokedown.
No. Fuck. He's like a fisherman neck breaker that's really nice.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Like he locks in the leg and he does that sharp twist. And that's actually how I got the dub on Kalisto. Kalisto was kind of wrestling circles around him because he's bigger and like Kalisto can slip here and there.
Who does that?
And then finally he locked it in.
Oh, I guess Paige would kind of do that.
Paige would do it, the Page turner, but also what the
What
fuck?
happened to Paige? She's
What's
been gone
her-
for like 3 years, right? Or something?
Yeah, she's still getting paychecks though.
Nikki Cross, she would do
Paige
it.
is getting paid.
But now Nikki, I think, is only
Nikki
doing the crossbody.
Lewis.
She's doing the Nikki Crossbody.
All right, well, let's just get to NXT. Let's do it.
Sure. We
Yeah.
open up with Cien, first of all. And
Ding, 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 ding.
did a tranquilo.
Zelina Vega goes on commentary.
Oh, yeah. His mouthpiece.
Mhm.
But she's pretty good.
She's all right, yeah.
Yeah.
She's
Pretty
good.
good on the comments.
Yeah.
Series.
I
Yeah.
like how she's like, "Fuck you," who's the
She
black
did not
dude?
say that.
Percy.
Watson.
The black dude.
Then
Fuck
why'd you ask us?
Because he's bad at commentary
He's
and he
so
can be
bad,
he can
dude.
be replaced easily. Anyways, he asked like, "Are you in whatever dating?" And then she's like, "That's none of your fucking business, you fucking bitch."
That's not what she said.
I think it's verbatim.
That is not what quote. That is a direct quote. No,
Quote unquote.
she was just like, "That's none of your business."
Hashtag Zelina Vega.
Yeah, which is not Percy. You need to fuck off, dude.
Hey, you need to fuck off.
That's the
Cien's
woman.
making a lot more nods to his Los Ingobernables roots. His music
So was
sales...
he in Ingobernables in Mexico?
Yeah. It was him and Rush.
In Mexico, like that.
Yeah, it was him and Rush, and then Naito joined.
Leo Rush?
No, just Rush.
He's gonna be Los Ingobernables del WWE.
Del NXT. I don't know what they would call their... Because you know how Bullet Club was just the club? I don't know what his Los Ingobernables would be.
Los Ingobers.
I don't know.
I just shortened it up.
Okay, I was like, is that a word? But also, his music said tranquilo now.
Tranquilos.
I don't know if it always said that, but I was listening. I was like, did it always say that? And
And
then,
it said La Sombra.
yeah.
It said like a bunch of. He's been dropping a lot of hints for shit that like he used to do. And I'm like, where are you going with all this?
And-
Like on Twitter,
Wherever
too,
the fuck
Yeah.
I want, baby.
Because
on
also,
Twitter
yeah.
too, he said something about like fuck, what did he say? Something about like tranquilo and ingobernables, right?
Yeah. Well, the thing of it is like, CMLL and AAA, they're the number one fucking predators when it comes to like, if you leave here, you are not going to be anything you made while you were here.
Yeah,
That's why Pentagon is known as like 30 fucking different things.
yeah, and fucking
Pentagon
Phoenix is
Dark.
Ray Phoenix,
Yeah.
which is weird.
Penta El0M.
Rolls off the tongue, ladies and gentlemen.
Pentagon Dark's okay. That's not bad.
But
But
his
yeah.
bios is something about ingobernables too. Cien's?
Hey, well, I mean, I don't know what's going on. I want someone to fucking tell me what's going on.
Oh, so actually, since I was talking about Twitter,
Oh yeah, match with Caesar. Who gives a shit? Yeah.
I was gonna say, what's funny is like I was like, oh look, it's Cien's Twitter. Like, I was like, I'm gonna follow him.
Mhm.
So I followed him, and then like you know how it suggests people. I
Oh, yeah.
follow? It suggested like fuck who is it? It like suggested like Pete Dunne, and then like Trent Seven, and then Tyler Bate, and I was like, I'm following all these fucking people. And then Wolfgang came up, I was like, okay, I'm dead.
You don't like the fucking.
No, fuck him. I'm kind of upset. He has a title match with Pete Dunne next week.
So-
Fuck him. He's gonna lose anyway.
He's totally gonna lose. Stop it, man. that biker bar ass entrance music.
Sound like a dying whale.
His music is terrible.
Oh yeah.
What
It's-
is it
it's
supposed
like
to
British.
be?
It's like some biker bar ass music.
I don't know. It's whatever.
It's fucking
Anyway,
trash.
What happened next? Oh, he had a fucking.
He
match
fucked
with,
up.
Cesar Bononi.
Yeah, he fucks up Caesar
Bologna.
Bononi.
Oh man, that fucking that
Cesar
hammerlock
Bologna?
DDT.
Yeah.
So beautiful.
Yeah, they haven't liked it.
Fucking
Yo, he was like, fucking that dude up.
Well, Caesar Bononi got a slipped a dub on him a couple months back.
Yeah.
So they had that beef. So I think that's why he was like, you know what, man? Fuck you. You beat me a couple months ago.
Yeah. And now I got this. I was gonna say, bitch. This beautiful woman behind me, telling me no tranquilo. So no tranquilo for you. So then he fucking hit him with the knee. He hit him with the fucking hammerlock DDT and fucked Baloney up
Right. No tranquilo for you.
for you.
If I heard someone telling someone that, I'm like, what the fuck's going on over here?
This guy gonna put a hammerlock DDT on this guy?
I saw a picture on Twitter. God damn it. Let me say something.
Well, you gotta say something, not laugh.
I saw a picture on Twitter that was pretty cool. It was like the old school like Mortal Kombat tower,
Oh, yeah.
Mhm.
and it was like all the people he's defeated so far.
Cien?
Yeah, it has him, and it has like all the people he's defeated so far.
That's pretty cool.
And like the next one is like a question mark, and it has him and like Zelina next to each other.
Oh, that's
I
cool.
Like that.
Yeah, because it like he took out who was it first?
Dude, you know what?
Oh, it was what's his, Oni, right? Oni first.
Oh, yeah, him and Oni
He
had a
fucked
good
up
match.
Oni first. That's when he like stopped doing the tranquilo shit.
They had their 3-on-3, their 3 go-abouts.
Right, and then
Yeah.
he fucked up Gargano,
Mhm.
and
Yeah.
then he beat
Bononi.
Baloney.
He's making his way around.
And next is fucking
Aleister Black.
yeah. Oh, fuck.
It's over. The streak is over.
Yeah.
You know who?
Fuck up Hideo Tommy. No respect for you, pussy.
Did they not have a match?
They
Hideo
no,
Tommy and Shin?
no, they haven't.
That hasn't happened yet.
I don't think so.
That needs to happen next.
You're thinking, if anything, you're thinking of
Him and Ono.
him and Alistair, or Sien and Alistair, and then Hideo and Alistair have a match.
Okay.
Maybe that's what you're thinking. Him and Ono and Sien would be a good one too.
I think that happened already.
Did it? Oh wow.
Yeah, that did happen.
Oh well, then,
That was like that's the only win Ono's had for like a while.
well, then he needs to fuck him up because he beat him. Oh yeah, he beat him, right?
Yeah. That's like
So he needs to go back after Ono. That's the question. It's a big fat question mark.
I mean I would love to see him tear it up again because he can work with anybody. He's great.
So yeah, Sien fucking. Oh, and then did you see the crowd when he came out? Fucking
Yeah.
A bunch of tranquilos went up with him. I was like, damn, that's my dude getting over.
Fucking right here. That's where he's got him. Right
What's that?
here.
What's that?
He's got him in the palm of his dick.
That's your hand.
Look at him.
What?
So we go backstage.
Míralo.
And turns out the Velveteen Dream was watching Takeover, and he said
Oh, yeah.
that someone needs to experience the Velveteen Dream. And
Cien comes out of nowhere. Fucking hammer.
I
like
think-
DDT.
I think it might be either Alistair or Gargano that he's referring to.
I was like, just want to get his ass kicked.
Oh well, he said like he was like, I know I said I wouldn't be. I like how he was like, I know the dream said well, he wouldn't speak until the ambience was right, and then he looks around and he's and it's not, and he looks down at her, and I'm like, you piece of shit, and he's like, but I will speak soon, very, very soon, and then he disappeared. You know what's funny though? I want to talk about what the Velveteen Dreams TV looks like.
His TV?
Yeah, because if he's watching Takeover, like he can't just be on a basic ass TV, right? Like
Oh, it has to be like he has like a new 8K.
yeah, or like
I don't think he has a house. I think he lives like on a houseboat.
you think so? Like I just
Yes.
What?
I imagine his fucking
Yes.
room.
He's like the ladies' man from SNL.
Yes.
Oh, it's
I just,
awful.
I just imagine his room being like
I just
the
imagine.
walls are covered in fur.
He's like out of snow in the ladies' man.
and
Yeah.
just because he likes it a little dangerous, he has like a shelf with a bunch of candles on top of it,
Yeah,
like
Or like-
highlighting his TV.
yeah, or like his TV is like his TV stand is a fucking fish tank, right? With like a piece of glass of it over it. Yeah.
Alright, alright.
I wish when Cien was partying, they showed like the Velveteen Dream going with him like a few times. Just like coming,
Did you go?
coming back like, baby, what's the hold up? He's like, this pussy whip, baby, we gotta go.
Yeah.
When like,
he's on Jugo.
That'd
And
be-
then Velveteen comes back. He's like, no, she does not. No, she
that'd
does
be a
not.
great feud too because they start like feuding because fucking
Because
Cien doesn't
Cien
want to go
doesn't
out with him
party.
anymore. I'd so be into that
Oh,
program.
that'd be so awesome.
Also, how has No Way Jose never gone with Cien?
Oh no shit! Right, he's all about dancing.
Yeah.
They're both from the Spanish part of the world.
I-
They're both Hispanics.
I believe No Way Jose is Dominican.
Well, yeah, he's Dominican.
He's Dominican, yeah.
They both know Spanish.
They're both Latinos.
You know, I know
From Spanish
No Way Jose is
descent.
Dominican
That's what
because I saw his first fucking match ever. They had him do nothing but baseball moves. It was fucking embarrassing.
Oh, yeah.
That was
Sure,
rude.
baseball fucking
That was
pitch.
embarrassing. All right, so
Oh, whoa, go ahead.
oh, you want to talk more about?
Well, I was gonna talk about Noe Jose, but he comes out later, so
Okay, so he does. What the fuck?
yeah.
All right, so Lars Sullivan has a 3-on-1.
Yeah, it's right after this match.
Oh, really? Oh, well, Lars Sullivan has a 3-on-1, and he's just throwing motherfuckers around.
Yeah, he's literally just tossing these dudes.
I enjoyed that.
That's pretty funny.
He's the strongest. He's the strongest.
Jobber.
Yeah, I've ever seen.
He's not he himself hasn't been pinned.
Hey, so
I'll give him that.
you know
He's,
what's,
he's also Amish.
you know what's funny?
He doesn't like technology.
You know how I just realized something. You know how you always said Apollo Crews is generic smiling black guy?
Mm-hmm.
Fucking Lars Sullivan is generic mad white guy.
Generic angry white guy.
Yeah.
He has a fucking huge chin.
That's
Yeah.
why. That's why he has
And his
the
beard
fucking.
makes it look huger.
That's
Yeah.
why he
That's
has the
not even a
Amish
word.
beard, bro.
And then he's heel, so he's always grimacing. You know, he's always like.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's always
And
sticking it
mouthing
out.
Honestly, dude, he should replace Tucker Knight in fucking Heavy Machinery. Fuck it.
Maybe then I'll watch him back.
Hey, if they try to be like,
I'm Tucker Knight now.
He should tag with Aleister Black.
you know,
They're heavy machinery.
fucking, if he tagged with Otis Dozovich and the matches were just them throwing motherfuckers around, I'd be so into that.
That'd be pretty tight.
That's the whole match. They all they do is throw dudes,
That'd be pretty tight.
and then eventually the dudes
then-
are knocked out because they're throwing them.
Yeah, there's no contest. Like they can't continue competing.
And then when they premiere at the Royal Rumble, it's a fucking shit show. They're just throwing motherfuckers everywhere.
That'd be so tight. Oh, so I guess you don't have it in your notes, but after that, Noe Jose comes out.
Oh really?
Yeah. So Noe Jose comes out.
Oh no shit! Lars Sullivan attacked him.
Yeah, but that's what happened. Like he comes out, and I was like, "No, Jose, what are you doing, dude? Like, you got fucked up by I forgot who it was before this." I was like thinking, I was like, "Why are you coming out, man? Like, go fucking win a match for once or something." And then like he gets on the mic and he's like, "You attacked me at Brooklyn," and he's like, he says the reason he's mad. He's like, "You ruined." Possibly the biggest conga line the BK has ever seen. And then he's like, and you attack him from behind. So he gets in the ring. He's like, I want to see what you do when I'm in your face. And like he gets in his face, right? And then like they're staring at each other. And then Noe Jose fucking throws a swing. And he kind of starts fucking up Lars Sullivan. And I was like, oh shit, like Noe Jose looks fucking tough. I like this.
Mhm.
And then Lars Sullivan fucks Noe Jose up. I was like, damn it, dude. What are you doing? Stop it. Stop it. So I think they're gonna have a feud. I don't know if like Noe Jose is gonna be like the underdog. I guess he's clearly gonna be the face.
He's kind of the Ty Dillinger ever since Ty Dillinger left.
that's
kinda
what
taking over that
sucks,
role.
Man. Like,
Somebody has to have that role, man.
yeah, and
And you
Noe
know what?
Jose's name is fucking silly. Like his whole gimmick's silly.
And if he leaves, you know what? I think Gargano's praying Jose never gets called up to the main roster.
God damn it.
Because if he does, he's like, well, there goes my fucking title shot, man. No, I'll never get to play.
Not fucking Cesar Barboni or Bernoni is gonna be the next Noe Jose.
I don't know why they guess that was a job.
Yeah, dude.
After that, we had a very Sanity-esque promo from Sanity.
Yeah, I could barely see them. There's a finger in the way the whole time.
Yeah, they had like the camera on the floor, and they weren't looking at the camera, and they were just talking
They're
about.
just talking to themselves.
Yeah, they're like, they don't even address who they're talking to. They're like,
Yeah.
you think you can hit us? We like that shit.
Their sanity, bro. They,
You know what?
They knocked out the cameraman.
And then
they
you heard-
just continued.
And you heard Nikki like laughing in the background the
Yeah.
whole time.
You know what it reminded me of? It fucking reminded me of Dazed and Confused where
It did.
where they're partying like up like in that wooded area, and the dude's like, the government, man, the government. Like that's what I picture. Like they're just fucking sitting around, they're high as fuck, and they're like talking about they're like Adam Cole, fucking piece of shit.
They're
Like,
conspiracy
yeah,
theorists.
Yeah, that's it.
How has that gimmick not been done
I
yet?
don't know.
And they'll fucking fourth wall break it like, nah, man, look, none of this shit matters. All these fucking fights, they're predetermined. I swear to God. And everybody's like, what? What the fuck are you talking about? Like, I swear, look, you're gonna lose, and then you're gonna be champ one day. And it's like fucking to James Ellsworth, and he's like, excuse me. That shit would be so over.
That'd be so hilarious.
Excuse me. I mean, come on, look at you. I mean, you got loser written all over you.
That's what I pictured though, because they're just laying down, like looking up at the stars or whatever the fuck they're doing. I was like, yo, it looks like they were high, and they're just like, let's just cut a promo right now. Who attacked us?
We should so cut a
Who
promo.
attacked us? Oh, it was Adam Cole, and let's cut a promo on them, and we'll send it to NXT, dude. We'll send it to the officials, and they'll play it. I swear they will.
They won't know. They don't fucking know, man.
That's why Alexander Wolf and Nikki Cross were laughing so much because they were high.
Well, when the camera goes like Alexander Wolf, and he's like, we just like chaos.
He didn't even say that. He just said chaos. He just said one word.
Look, man.
Chaos.
Oh, and also Eric Young was like sitting on the tag belts. You did see those.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he was like they were like under his legs or whatever. And yeah.
He was definitely high.
So after that, we had another women's match it was Zeta, who was great, and the Man Classic.
I was like, oh, cool, she's here.
And she had a match with Sonya Deville, who I still don't get.
Oh yeah, I don't like that. I was like, why are they doing this? They got fucking heel Bailey.
Sonya Deville still
She
needs
had
a
basic.
lot of work, my friend. It's just not there. I think a repackaging is very very, very much should be the step taken, because this is just not working.
Yeah, I don't like the whole.
She's like MMA, but she's not MMA because she's not MMA. Yeah, it's bad. It's bad. The match was, praise the Lord to Zeta, because I saw her in the Mae Young Classic. She can move, but in this, I was like, fuck no.
Yeah, you know what's funny? Zeta had a match with Shayna Baszler.
Really?
Yeah, that was the opening round.
Oh, okay. That's probably why Triple H was like, yeah, well, I mean, do the same thing, just with her.
You did it with Shayna, so like we can do it with Sonya.
You gotta do the same thing here.
Shayna and Sonya, same thing, right?
Don't you like how an impression of Triple H is kind of like, it's like a little Canadian?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, just do it over here.
Is he Canadian?
No.
Is he a pirate?
He's a big fucking ass banana nose.
I mean, isn't he billed from like British Columbia?
Yeah, I guess so.
So I think he is Canadian.
billed from
I mean, his fucking last name's Levesque.
So
He's probably French Canadian.
he's probably from France.
I don't think so.
I don't know. Just when I think of Triple
Nah, I
H,
think
I'd
he's
never
totally
thought
French-Canadian.
I think
Canadian.
he's French Canadian. I think he's French Canadian.
That's hilarious to
I
me.
think he's from Toronto.
Actually, that's hilarious. All right, you know what was cool though? They
Toronto's not in Quebec.
It's in Canada. What the fuck?
what are y'all fucking bitching about?
Bitch, I'm just saying.
Toronto has the basketball team. I just want to throw a random fact out there.
So
Like,
they
no.
cut to
Little known fact.
Little
you motherfuckers. So from there, they cut to Danny Burch and Oni kicking ass as a tag team.
Oh yeah.
And I was
Tony
like,
teased it,
yes.
And I was like,
Hell
hell
yeah.
motherfucker.
Yeah, that's gonna
And
be
even
some.
Ringo gets wet. He's like, I'm gonna need that footage.
Oh yeah, that was such a good impression. Even Rico gets wet.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Lord, no, but they looked good.
Oh yeah.
They look like they can move as a tag team.
Yeah, they have like fucking I don't want to say perfect. It looked really fucking good.
They're just
chemistry.
bruisers, and
Yeah.
fuck yeah, man. I think they.
I think we like wanted this, right? Didn't we talk about?
You talked about it, yeah.
We're like, yo, they should totally make a tag team and just fuck people up, like, just two dudes fucking shit up.
I mean, the Dusty Rhodes Classics are right around the corner.
Damn, let's do.
It's almost that time again. Which I still don't know why the Dusty Rhodes Classic is a tag team tournament, but whatever.
Hey, you know what? Fuck it.
It should be.
Maybe TM69 will come back.
TM61's fine. It's just they haven't been billed for some reason.
Yeah, I don't know what happened to them.
I think TM61 and I don't know what Oni and Danny's team's gonna be called. The fucking the
we fuck shit up.
the
FSU.
I think they'd have a great match. We fuck shit up.
Yeah, I'm not excited to see fucking.
What TM61?
No, fuck, what's his name? The Guido and the other guy.
The Guido and the other guy.
Yeah,
Excuse me,
the two guys that talk shit to Johnny.
Gargano.
Yes, and the little promo.
The two guys that talk shit to Johnny.
Yeah,
What?
you don't know who I'm talking about.
You're not really giving me much to work with, Brian.
Like in this week's episode, they had a little promo where they caught up with Johnny after his match. Right, they asked him about it. Right? Do you remember that?
Yes.
And those two dudes came out, and Johnny was like, "You know what? Why don't one of y'all have a match with me next week?"
I do not have that in my notes.
Really? You don't remember?
I remember it. I just don't know if it was this week or last week.
It might have been last week.
It might
That was this week. I just saw the episode today.
Well, Ruby talks to Regal about wanting to get her hands on. I don't give a shit, Brian. Ruby talks to Regal. She's like, I need to get my hands on the iconic duo, and this bitch wants
He's
a
that football player, right?
Caesar Bononi.
No.
No.
Oh, the bodybuilders, the one with the curly hair and the other dude
The
with
other dude
the.
that was on Breaking Ground.
That dude's terrible.
Oh, fuck. I want to say Santino. Santino Marella.
Fucking call him that.
It's
Tino
something-
Sabatelli.
Tito
There
Sab.
you go.
God, what a fucking meatball ass name. That's horrible.
That's his
Tino
baddest
Sabatelli?
Tucker Night.
Right when I said that, I went like this in my fucking head.
Bada-ba-doo-ba-da.
No, Tino Sabatelli's worse than Tucker Knight. Tucker Knight's a step up from that shit.
No, in the random name generator, you can put your ethnicity.
That's fucked up. We're moving I'm not stepping down this path.
Well,
So,
no, okay,
Ruby
hold on,
talks to
wait,
Regal.
wait, before you go there, I'm sorry. Tino Sabatelli and that other guy.
I don't give a shit.
I
Fuck.
don't know.
Oh, Roy Moss. I fucking remember. Thanks a lot. I now remember these idiots. You idiot.
Okay, they're gonna be Industrial Classic because they're a tag team, right?
I don't give a shit.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not getting excited to see them.
Oh, man, what the fuck? Why are we talking about this? So, Ruby talks to Regal about wanting to get her hands on the iconic Dugo, and this bitch wants a fucking handicap match, and then Regal's all like, what? No, get a tag partner. And she's
Which
like,
now her hair is longer. Looks
Yeah.
good. Looks good.
They look good.
They look good.
I was like, why the fuck don't you give me that Regal fucking Cassius Ohno's fat ass like no DQ? And he's
Hey.
like, okay.
Hey.
What?
Hey.
What?
Cassius looks fucking terrible, Roman.
Yo, Cassius Ohno
Dude,
has
he's-
bigger thighs than half the girls in the Million Classic.
He's
okay?
he's my role model. 'Cause look at me. I'm a fucking fat sack of shit.
You can reach higher than that, my friend. I believe in you.
Anyways, go ahead.
So, yeah.
So
So,
Regal's like, no, you need a tag partner, bitch.
your Regal's very, very straight to the point.
That's what he does.
I'm gonna need that footage all wet.
I'm gonna need that footage.
He doesn't even jack off. Like I look at Regal. I'm like, you don't jack off like a normal person.
He's like all mad.
Yeah.
He has like the fucking brass knuckles in one hand just
Wait,
cause.
Hold on. Let's
But-
not make fun of Regal. Come on, I love Regal.
Oh, dude, William Regal's a fucking
Oh,
legend.
he's awesome, but I imagine him like right before he gets into it, like he has his lizard in his hand. And he's
Why do
pet-
you have a lizard?
You don't know that? He's like a big reptile dude.
Are you being serious?
Yeah, no, that's like, yeah.
I mean, he does look like the British version of that movie Willard, so I guess that makes sense.
Oh wow,
Wasn't Willard?
Rats.
rats.
It was Rats.
That's what I said, British version.
I thought it was British.
Who?
Mm,
Willard?
I don't know.
Yeah.
No, he's just fucking pale.
Nice.
I think it's just Crispin Glover's weird ass.
Yeah, and Creepy Thin
Anyways.
Man, Charlie Daniels.
Mm-hmm. Anyways,
So he's like, no, you need a tag partner.
Bitch, I said that.
all right, what's next?
Well, we're getting back on topic. On point.
Next is
Whatever.
Ono and Ono's fat ass and a Tommy.
Oh no, here he comes.
It's a no DQ match. I
Oh,
will
no
say
DQ.
they really took advantage of that match being no DQ.
No, they didn't.
Yes, they did. They were hitting each other with shit.
Oh yeah, they did.
They were hitting each other with a lot of shit,
Oh,
Brian.
you know what? I like looked down for a second, and then I guess I wasn't paying attention for a second, and then I looked back up, and I was like, "What the fuck? They get a chair?"
Yeah, no, they took advantage of it being no DQ. They were fucking playing dirty with each other the whole time.
Oh yeah, yeah, fucking low blows and high blows. And
The low blow set was nice from Tommy.
Yeah.
Tommy,
He had that
yeah.
face, and then he
He
did that
looked like
rolling
fucking
elbow.
Seth Rollins,
He did look like Seth Rollins,
right?
and then that rolling elbow to knock him out. And that's Cassius's second win since he came back, like in fucking January, February.
Yeah,
He did
somewhere around
not
there.
come back that early.
Yes, he did, because we
Yeah.
saw his last Evolve show in January, Brian.
Yeah, it was. He
Oh,
literally came
shit.
back. And
What the fuck? Yo, that was that long ago.
He's won 2 fucking matches.
What is he doing? He went back to do nothing again. Fuck.
I mean, when you
Are they
say
gonna-
it
are
like
they gonna
that,
release him again?
huh?
I hope they do.
If they fire him again, what?
No, I don't. I hope they don't.
I hope he just, if anything,
If anything, I think this is what it is. If anything, it's just that there's a lot going on right now. When he got there, they're just trying to find a way to put him in.
He's fucking huge, so they can't fit him in.
Yeah, so there's a lot. You know,
You know
it
what's
takes up like 2 segments. So now that people are moving up, Bobby Roode, they have space for him.
I don't think he's the guy to replace Bobby Roode.
I'm not saying he's gonna do that. I'm just saying, oh, you know what? Then Adam Cole just debuted. Fuck, I don't know.
And
dude.
also,
I don't know what they're doing with it. Well, go ahead.
I don't know. I just like to think that, like, if I were to sneak backstage at NXT for some reason, I'd just get a little fucking clip of Hunter talking to Ono, like, yeah, just try on the singlet. That's all I'm saying. Just try it on. It's there. Just try it on.
That's why they haven't put him in matches, because he doesn't want to put the singlet on.
He's like, look, you're gonna go to the main roster. We have to cover up Lana's thighs. I fucking have to cover up those 2. Come on, man.
Dude, damn it, I was gonna bring up something and I forgot.
You know what? Triple H, when you do an impression of him, it's like a mean Michael Hayes. That's what it is.
I don't give a fuck.
Hey, how you doing, man? You know what? You know what the PS stands for, Michael P.S. Hayes?
Piece of shit.
Pure sexy.
Oh, is that really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's so tight.
I mean, I'm not like, yeah, I fucking looked it up. I'm not excited.
Oh yeah, Tommy Ono, good match.
Good match. I hope their feud is over,
Mhm.
so that way they both can do some other stuff.
I think it probably is. I
Good.
don't. You know what? I realized I don't really like the respect angle.
I
don't-
liked it when
I
he was
don't-
all, give me respect. I like that shit.
I don't like it. Even when CM Punk did it, I don't like it. I don't like when anyone does it.
You don't like it?
No, not really.
I didn't like when CM Punk did it, but that's because he was doing it with The Rock, and Dwayne is terrible.
Yeah. I mean, maybe it's just because like they're working me, and I'm just like, shut up.
Sometimes
That'd
it's,
be it. I don't know.
so Asuka said farewell to NXT.
Oh man,
Dude.
I wanted to fucking bawl my eyes out.
it was a great send off.
Yeah.
She totally deserved it. Man, it was so good. I loved how much the crowd was appreciative. And I actually do want to talk about this a little more because I understand and on paper and on tape that technically Emma and Paige were the ones that really like started the fire of the women's revolution,
Yeah.
and then Charlotte, and then Sasha, fucking Becky and Bailey really took it to the next level.
Or Shayna.
But I
it's you.
think Asuka really set the, not like even set the standard, set the bar, but brought to attention the fact that you can be the top talent as a woman, period, in like the whole company.
Mhm.
Because holy shit, what a run! Undefeated. Every match was a fucking. She's never had a bad match.
Nope.
Not a single match. Even her squash matches were fucking amazing. Because she,
Yeah.
I think she had a squash match too with that. What's that woman that was on this week? I said her name earlier. That I'm not. I said Sonya
Sonya
Deville. Yeah, she
Sonya
kicked her
Deville.
ass. Sonya Deville.
Oh, different car. So.
Fucking bitch. But yeah, it was totally deserving. You could see she was like trying hard not to cry. And she was allowed to be face Asuka, which is what she always is at heart.
Oh my god, I fucking loved how like excited and like you could totally tell it was just her being her,
Yeah.
and she was just like super excited, like swaying back and forth. And
She was
like, this
excited. Look at that nice suit she was
nice
wearing.
suit, yeah. Ooh, I like the pattern on it too. It's nice.
Just saying thank you to everyone. And
Yeah.
then the whole.
Um,
Oh, keep going, my friend.
Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, you're good.
This
I don't
is-
give a fuck.
This is like the first time that they basically had a send off like this, right? Like usually, like with Sammy or something, they just came out and did a speech, but in this one they were totally like,
Nakamura had one like that.
Oh, he did. That's true.
He did.
Well, no, in this one they had it to where they were like, yeah, she's giving up the belt, and like they were totally like, we're in talks with SmackDown and Raw to move her up.
That was new.
That was the first.
They
time.
said the shows, but Nakamura they said he was leaving.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They did say that. He like did say bye. I'm leaving.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bobby just fucking left.
Yeah.
He was like, "Fuck you guys. I'm gonna go make money."
Yeah, I'm gonna come back and wrestle Roddy, and I'm out.
Great match.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Forgot that was last week. We couldn't talk about it because.
Yeah.
Great match.
Good
All
match.
right, glad we talked about it. Oscar though, so great. I love how the locker room came out and they clapped too. You could tell some of them were getting misty eyed. They were like so proud of her and stuff.
Yeah, for sure.
I loved the segment, the part where Regal's like, she's just gonna go on the main roster and prove once and for all, and she gives her the mic. She's like, nobody's ready for Asuka.
Yeah, I was so tight.
I
The
was-
crowd said it with her.
Yeah, and she tells everyone, no matter where I go, I'll be NXT. She's so fucking great, man.
Yeah, she's the best. I'm fucking ready for her. Oh, so this is where back to where I might watch Raw and whatever. I want to see her debut live
Oh, on Raw.
on Raw or SmackDown or whatever.
Oh no shit.
I was talking to a buddy of mine. Shout out to Psyduck. I was playing Destiny with him. We were talking about that. We were talking about like where she would go, and I was like, I hope she kind of goes to SmackDown, but there's really no need for her there.
Yeah, for sure.
So she probably will go to Raw,
Mhm.
and hopefully she kind of brings up that women's division because the Raw women's division is not doing so hot.
Well, apparently Vince has been trying to like fucking pull her away for like a long time.
Yeah.
But Hunter's been no. Like eventually he was like, okay, I gotta let her go. He even came out and gave her flowers and gave her a big hug, and even he was like getting misty eyed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I liked that he didn't have his fucking music play.
I
I was like, all right, fucking cue Triple H's music. I know he comes out here, and then he just came out like with flowers. I was like, okay.
Dude, it's so, I love how he fucking ruins every sentimental moment.
Yeah, it's like bow down. 2D comes out. Fucking
Yeah.
big ass. Dude.
I just wanted to come say goodbye.
I just want to say goodbye. Thank you, Asuka, for everything you've done here.
I love that he even called her the Empress of Tomorrow. I haven't heard that in forever.
Oh yeah, well I mean, I remember Morrow saying it.
Yeah, but like I meant like
Oh, by like someone.
yeah.
Okay. Yeah, and I like how he fucking like.
Morrow never
Re-
counts because Morrow knows everything.
Yeah, I like how he like reintroduced her. Like
Yeah.
it was so tight. Like
Oh,
undefeated and everything.
500 and
20 days.
Jesus Christ.
I thought it was like 523 or something.
Oh,
500.
shit.
It's like 523, 525.
Like,
somewhere
how long
around
was it more than you? Funny enough, Regal was in there to relieve her, and she passed Goldberg's streak, and Regal was the first person on TV to prove to everyone that Goldberg's actually a fucking bitch. So it all comes back around.
there.
It's full circle.
Man, I
What did
loved.
you say?
I watched that match so
I
much.
don't remember.
Yeah. I was just like, man, like, I'm so excited for her to move up.
Even her and Ember patch things up.
Yeah, and like, you know, she did the whole handshake thing, but she like took her hand back.
Too
and-
fast.
And she's
Too
like,
slow.
I'm gonna hug you. Fuck this handshake shit.
And then they were all emotional.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I texted chat that we have. Right after it, I was like, man, it made me sad because, like, I'm excited and sad because I'm excited because hell yeah, she's gonna fucking show the world that no one's ready for
I
her.
didn't get that fucking turn.
But I'm also sad because I don't want them to ruin her.
I think she might be protected, honestly.
Yeah, I feel like they were like, you know what she had in NXT was good. Let's do that again.
I think she's protected.
Yeah, and yeah, I feel like she's smart enough to just be like, fuck it, I'm gonna have the match I want.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully, but be smart about it, you know.
Yeah, I mean, obviously she's not gonna do as many spots, but that's just the main roster for you.
Yeah, I don't know. See, it's like I'm torn because when you said it's the go home, I was like, oh yeah, like maybe I don't need to watch Raw. Like maybe she'll come out in No Mercy.
Maybe.
That's a possibility.
I mean, that's what happened with what's his name, Canales.
Well,
Yeah.
oh, well, me and my friend were talking about that, and he was saying that she might debut at Survivor Series, and I was like,
That's too
yeah,
far.
but I was like, well, if anything, if it's Survivor Series, maybe like the Raw after Survivor Series, maybe that she might debut.
That's like
That's in November.
yeah, that's like
That's in November, but
that's like the
I
end
mean,
of November.
probably right. or what, the beginning of September? Yeah, that's way too long.
Yeah. Also, for her like speech or whatever thing, they didn't acknowledge her injury at all.
Oh, her collarbone.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if it's kayfabe or not. Like, I'm assuming everything's kayfabe until they fucking tell me.
She might have honestly been actually injured, but I think despite the injury, she was gonna do that anyway. Is my theory. Because honestly, there's nothing left for her.
Yeah.
And if they want to keep building up on her character, and by that saying that we can't have her lose because we want to do more with her, then so be it.
Yeah. And I honestly, like, next person up is Ember. Ember's gonna take the belt probably.
Maybe, but also my head, because with Mae Young Classic, those women coming in, I feel like there might be some, not like a whole tournament, but some type of couple matches to
I was
determine.
gonna say, now that the belt is vacant, there's gonna be a tournament for the belt probably,
Yeah.
and they're probably gonna need some Mae Young Classic women.
And you guys go. You guys want to hop right into that?
Yeah.
Hop into what?
Mae Young Classic.
Oh, I didn't watch it.
Where are you transitioning? I mean, we don't have to break it down completely because it's so many matches,
Why not?
but
they're all fucking good.
you guys want to talk about some standouts, some of your favorites?
Yeah, let's do.
First of
Shayna
all-
Blazer and
First of all, I want to tell everyone right now, if you haven't watched it yet, you're doing yourself a disservice. It is on the mat, some of the best wrestling I have seen in a very long time. These women put on performances, all of them, so good. The crowd was hot. JR is probably the worst thing about it.
oh man, it's a terrible thing to say, but it's true.
It really is. He at some point he was one thing that I noticed because I started like, you know how you count Brock Lesnar shuffles?
Mm-hmm.
I was counting how many times JR says, and she was discovered at a WWE tryout. I'm like, motherfucker, really? She was like, you know what? I think I'm gonna try out this wrestling thing. Fucking, I get that because I listen to his podcast and he says that he gets billed for that stuff like only a couple weeks in advance sometimes.
Yeah.
He has to study and he's also doing other shit. I was like, well then, tell him to get someone else, man. Get someone else that knows the women and knows the bill and knows their past and their moveset. And granted, he did say Shimmer a few times, and yeah, he did call a few moves here and there.
Yeah.
But I don't know, it's just super repetitive. Lita was bad for the most part, but also every now and then would kind of save JR in some spots. So I'm like, okay, that's good. But the women in the ring, on the mat, were phenomenal. Stand out for me personally, gotta go with my girl Piper Niven. That's who I was for the whole thing. Even going in where I was like, oh man, there's Kyrie, there's Candice. I previously have only seen one match of Piper Niven, and when I went to go back to like look which match it was, she was actually Viper. She wasn't even Piper Niven in that. That match was good, but in the 3 matches she had, they were fucking great. I love them. She was a great standout for me. Just could move, and she sold everything. She did fucking like a tuck, like a flip after someone gave her a tornado DDT.
Yeah.
The oversell was just so great. She made everyone look good, and she looked good. And that Piper driver is some fucking damage.
Yep.
And
It is.
yeah, I loved her so much. You guys want to chime in? Anything you guys want to?
Now you basically said everything. No, I'm just kidding. Obviously, you guys know who. What?
It was like, yep. All well, how 16 matches was there?
Well, 16 was just the first round.
Yeah,
16.
the first 4 episodes.
Shit, 16.
So if you don't know, there's 8 episodes that drop.
yeah,
The first 4 episodes are the first round. The next 2 are episodes 5 and 6 are
Yeah.
the second round, and then 7 and 8 are the quarterfinals and
then the finals.
the
Semifinals.
semifinals.
Yeah.
All the way leading up to the finals, which are going to be next Tuesday live from Las Vegas. Oh, which is where SmackDown is.
Yeah. What were some standouts for you guys?
You guys know who it is. It's fucking Toni Storm.
Yeah.
Toni Storm was great.
Toni Storm is fucking bae. I like her music, which is the first thing I fucking fell in love with. And I was like, oh, I'm so down. Like, okay, they did the whole parade thing where they introduced him, and I was like, who the fuck is this? And Jose was there when I was like, what's up with this fucking hat that she's wearing? And I was like, I don't know. This girl.
You want me to quote you?
Sure.
It was no, what I was Mad Hatter ass bitch. I remember that because right after that I said it to her. I was like, Mad Hatter ass bitch.
Yeah, I was just like, who's this character? And then they did like the whole, video package on Bracketology.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, like she's pretty cool, and I was like, oh, she's like the first women's champion of Progress. That's kind of crazy. I didn't know that either. And then I saw her wrestle, and I was like, well, first her fucking music is kickstart my heart, and I was like, I'm totally down. and then I saw her wrestle, and I was like, man, this girl's like pretty fucking good. And her match with Lacey Evans, the first match was good, but basically I don't even remember who she wrestled. I forgot that girl's name. Alicia Raymond, I think.
I do not remember,
something
friend.
like that. It was good, but you could totally tell Alicia Raymond was kind of
Low green in the gills.
yeah, she was a rookie, and Tony Storm was just wrestling circles around her. Her second match with Lacey Evans, I was like, this is a good fucking match.
I like the story they told with that match. Lacey's
Yeah.
like stern and serious, and then Tony's just like this fun young.
This fucking wild child.
Yeah.
It was so tight. Yeah.
Tony, Lacey's been to the army. She's a mother.
Yep.
She's like this put together adult, and then Tony's just this young ball of energy.
Yeah, it's fucking. It was a good match. It was a good story, and yeah. And then right before we started recording, she had a match with Piper Niven, which is basically we're spoiling kind of the tournament, but whatever.
I mean, this whole fucking podcast is spoilers.
Yeah, so she had a match with Piper Niven, and holy fuck, was it a goddamn good match.
That was a good match.
They did some fucking good spots that you've probably seen before, but if you watch independent wrestling. But man, like, it was just a good fucking match. She was the only girl to kick out of the Piper Driver.
Yep.
Because that's how usually Piper Niven wins. And unfortunately, I got it spoiled for me before I saw it, so I was like, oh, I know she's going to kick out. But it was like, through and through, it was just a good goddamn match. It was probably my favorite match from the tournament so far. I haven't finished watching it.
I'm trying to remember.
But there's others that,
Who did
like,
Piper have a match with on the second? Was it Santana Garrett?
Serena Deep.
The Piper Driver she gave to Serena Deeb out of nowhere was fucking awesome.
That was a good fucking.
She pulled that one out of nowhere, and it was like, it was the difference maker. It was so good.
Yeah, for sure.
I like that. I mean, Kimberly, who is Abby Lay now.
Abby Laith.
Yeah, Abby Laith. Lay? L-E-I-G-H? Or?
Laith.
Abby Laith. Okay. I mean, she's Kimber fucking Lee.
Yeah.
But, and everything was great. She has all those amazing spots. The split headbutt, the roundhouse kick. The only thing that I was like, was they had her winning with the alligator clutch.
Yeah.
Which I get it's a Mae Young thing. But also I was like, let her branch
her
out.
finish it,
She's Kimber fucking Lee. That was my thing.
For sure. Roman, do you have a standout?
Any standouts?
There was, I'm fucking terrible with names, and that's why I was just looking it up. But I can't even fucking remember. There was one. I think it was in the second.
Who did she wrestle with Polly?
I don't know. Like, I don't remember the
I'm actually good
two.
with names, so
Yeah.
Like, I don't remember the two. Like, that's the thing. I just remember there was like a lot of like technical mat wrestling, and it wasn't the Piper Niven and Tony.
Was it?
I think it was in the first round, and I like that. I just fucking can't remember.
What did they look like? Oh, are you talking about the girl that Lacey Evans faced in the first round? She's like, I forgot her name, but me and Brian were talking about. She was like
her name was Tatiana Conti.
She was technical.
The Brazilian.
Maybe
She
can't-
came
She
out.
had like white tights.
She came out in her jujitsu
I'll probably have to watch it all over again.
and the
because I
flag.
can't
Her,
remember.
she was great. I hope they sign her.
I think her name was Tatiana Conti.
Yeah, I hope they sign her because her and Lacey too had a great match.
She needs to change that name though.
Tatiana Conti. I think they'll just cut it down to Tatiana.
Yeah, the second name is too close to. You should have guessed that.
Tell my friend
actual-
Cut-
Oh, okay, but
Yeah.
big ass is okay. Okay.
No, it's not. Fuck him.
He has a torn ACL, dude. He's done.
Oh man, poor guy.
He's done.
I hope
Cass.
come back strong,
Oh.
Cass.
He tore his ACL in that dumbass match with Big Show. How does that happen?
Yeah, I don't know.
He's out for like fucking, I think like
Come
6
back
to 8
strong,
months.
Cass. Don't be Derrick Rose. Anyways,
I can't. Well, here's the thing with a lot of these matches.
Women.
I haven't watched any of these women actually wrestle. The one that I was super impressed by, because I know her lineage, but I never actually seen her wrestle, was Tessa Blanchard.
Oh,
She
Tessa.
didn't make it out of the first round. Spoilers. But she had a really, really good match with
Kyrie.
Sane. That was the first time that I actually saw her, and I was like, she actually is very, very good. She
Mhm.
knows
Yeah.
she knows what the fuck she's doing, for sure. Which I should have known because she's a fucking Blanchard. So
Yeah.
I should have known that.
Should have known
but
that.
Still, she's
It's
really
like
Because she's dating Ricochet.
it's kind of it's kind of like I don't know. It just sucks that she did not get out of the first round.
Yeah, but I mean, go against Kairi Sane, who's the fan favorite.
Yeah.
I didn't expect her to win. The actual storytelling they've done with it, I want to say I've very much appreciated. Up until the finals, I really appreciated because I didn't know who was going to be in the finals. I didn't know who was going to be involved because back with the Cruiserweight Classic, everyone's money was on Kota Ibushi,
Mm-hmm.
and then that didn't happen.
Or
And
Zack Sabre Jr.
yeah, or Zack Sabre Jr. So I was like, okay. I will say this: the one thing that this has brought in light to me is WWE needs to start doing King of the Ring again. That's what's brought light to me.
I have said that for years because I love King of the Ring.
They need to do King of the Ring, and they need to do it as far as a tournament basis because they have so much undercard talent that they don't use.
Yes.
Motherfucking get Luke Harper out there.
Maybe they'll
Get-
do it now because they have so many pay per views. They have so many pay per views now. Basically,
Mhm.
maybe they'll bring it back.
I'm
Like-
I'm
Like,
hoping.
what's the next SmackDown pay per view?
Hell in a Cell, no?
No, that's Raw.
Raw's Hell in a Cell. I thought Raw's No Way Out.
No, Raw was Hell in a Cell because I remember last year it was the triple main event, and they had 3 Hell in a Cell. It was Seth and KO when he had the Universal title,
Why do I feel like it's Hell in?
and then it was Sasha and Charlotte.
But that was before the draft.
No, that was after the draft.
Oh, really?
Hmm.
I don't know. I don't think they do it the same though every year.
I don't know. Like I would assume they do because they just like, oh, these are the ones we picked, and they're not gonna really change it.
Because Raw has No Mercy. Why the fuck No Mercy? Out
Um,
of all the fucking
But where would they
pay-per-views.
put King of the Ring?
I mean, it was usually like a July pay-per-view from what I remember.
I think they should start. I think King of the Ring should be like a Christmas, like a December pay-per-view, November pay-per-view. I think start building for it like immediately after SummerSlam. Survivor Series has been not that great, or honestly, they don't use Night of Champions the way they should. Get rid of that,
Yeah.
yeah.
because it's been like 4 or 5 years now that every year I'm just like, you know what, I want a Night of Champions. It's never. Everyone just, especially me, I write off the possibility more than the actual fucking pay-per-view.
Yeah.
It's always never what anyone wants it to be.
And yeah, what I always wanted that to be was basically like a title versus title
Yeah.
match.
What Survivor Series should be too.
Yeah, exactly. Just title versus title, and just see who's better. Like
This
Who-
Survivor
who's better
Series
on the
is
brand?
probably going to be good, though, because it's going to be brand versus brand.
It can be.
Yeah, like before it was just, well, I mean, I'm hoping I think that's what it's going to be.
No, yeah, I'm not like I'm talking about. It can be good, but
Oh, well, yeah, yeah.
As a
I think
possibility.
that's why it's going to be good, because previously it's just like someone's team versus someone's team, and so
Mhm.
no one really give a shit. But I think this one's actually going to be good.
Like, yeah, I would
Helpful.
love to see like a King of the Ring for like #1 contendership for Intercontinental,
something.
something like that.
I just think they need to start putting more. Also, if they're gonna be doing King of the Ring, and let's say they don't want to waste quote unquote airtime, they shoot like a fucking 1,000 dark matches a year.
Mm-hmm.
Turn those into King of the Ring qualifying matches.
Yeah.
Fucking put them on the network. Get more eyes on your product.
Yeah.
Like watch the special edition first round King of the Ring matches tonight
mean,
after SmackDown. Just
They used to do that shit on fucking Raw when it was 2 hours back in the day. They would have qualifying matches. Like, oh, now another qualifying match for the King of the Ring. And then, it would fit. Why can't they
The other
fucking
thing-
fit it into 3 hours?
The other thing
because
they
it's the
should do
talking show.
is they need to fucking put whoever on there, like anybody. Like, don't fucking...
Don't
leave,
stack
don't
it.
leave,
Yeah.
Don't leave out the 205 guys.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Do you think it should have both brands on there, probably?
I
No.
don't know.
It'd probably just be for one brand.
I want it to be for one brand. I would want it to be for. I would want it to be for SmackDown because if
Yeah.
if it is for Raw, I'm gonna predict the whole thing in the first round.
Have a debut on there. Fuck it. NXT.
That'd be great.
I mean, yeah, but I think it's maybe more useful on Raw because they do have a lot more undercard than SmackDown.
Do they?
I mean, they have to fill up a 3-hour show. They have a lot of people they don't use. You can just put them out there for a qualifying match.
But
They're done, and then you
the-
actually have the people that you want in the actual tournament.
the thing about Raw though is it's always gonna be the talking show though. Like down to brass
Yeah.
tacks, it's always
Yeah.
gonna be. an hour and 45 minutes of talking, and then maybe you'll get like 30 minutes of wrestling, and then in between that is commercials. Like spread evenly, like some shitty salad.
Well, anyway, back to the Man Classic.
Yeah,
Oh,
we got-
shit.
Yeah, we gotta stop shitting on.
I
Oh no, I'm not shitting on them. I just that's what go back to like what started it. Them having a pure just women's wrestling tournament because all these women, the one thing they kept saying is we're all from different backgrounds. They're all, and I was like, that's so great because the Cruiserweight Classic was great, but you know it's high spots wrestling because it's
Yeah.
cruiserweights, and then the UK one was great, but it's UK wrestlers.
Yeah.
They need to have just a tournament
which is what they did.
just because with the Mae Young Classic,
Yeah.
and that's why it was so good.
Yeah. I want to just give a shout out to a couple of wrestlers. I guess I want to give a shout out to Tessa Blanchard, who
Tessa.
who killed it in the first round.
Yeah.
I want to give a shout out to Kavita Devi,
David
who was the only
Indian.
first and only Indian woman to be in a wrestling ring.
She was in newspapers back in India for it.
Yeah. She fucking had a good match with Dakota Kai.
They told a
she
good story.
She looked really, really good.
Yeah.
Tossing her around.
Yeah, and she looked fucking strong as shit.
Dakota
she
Kai.
So I like her, like,
She could totally pick me up.
I like her taunt, whatever, where she does the fucking stomp and then raises her arm.
Yeah.
I'm like, damn, you tough girl, get it. And then
Nicole Savoy.
Nicole Savoy, who's the fucking suplex queen.
Fucking.
Oh, I love her taunt too. Yeah, she's like, come here, bitch. Fuck your ass up. I liked her matches and stuff. I liked her match with Candice. That was a really good match.
That was a good match.
And also Mia Yim.
Mia fucking Yim.
Killed it. She did great. She got beat by Heel Bailey, but whatever.
Oh, that's what we'll come back to that. I guess I want to give a lot of positive energy before I go back to the negative.
Yeah. I just like that she fucking finally got.
Some exposure.
Yeah, there you go. Some exposure.
Yeah.
I was looking for the word. Yeah, I like that she got some exposure because she's been wrestling for fucking ever. Like back to like I think she was like on super early PWG shows. I
Really?
think she was on there.
Back when Kazarian was the champ.
Yeah, and like back when fucking Candice was just like a valet.
Dang.
Yeah, like Mia Yim was on those shows. Like they would put Candice and Mia Yim together.
She looked good.
Yeah, she did. She looked good. She did great. I'm happy for her. That's awesome. Hopefully she gets signed or a tryout soon or something, which I wouldn't doubt it. I don't know. Anybody got anything else?
Dakota Kai.
Dakota Kai.
Yeah.
Fucking.
The best haluva kick in the game.
She has a really good kick. She told a good story with what's Nicole? Well, not Nicole Savoy. Kavita Devi.
Yeah.
Because Kavita was just kicking her ass, but she showed that boot is the difference maker.
Yeah.
And then I like that she does the coup de grace afterwards.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is a fucking dirty stomp. Holy shit. And she had a match. Her second match was with Rhea Ripley.
Rhea Ripley.
And I like how she kind of did it out of nowhere, where like Rhea Ripley was like hanging in the corner, and she was like, "I'm still gonna fucking do it." And then she did the coup de grace and fucking.
She did it twice, I think. She gave her that kick.
Yeah. The kick. Oh, I was talking about the stomp.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Rhea Ripley was great.
Yeah. Rhea Ripley was another one.
That was another one.
She fucking kicks hard.
She really stuck out to me. I'm trying to.
Shout outs to the Fisherman Suplex because they're all over the place and the Mae Young Classic, and everybody knows I love a good Fisherman Suplex.
Bianca Belair was great.
Oh, Bianca Belair was fucking good. Man, I was so.
I actually that because she's had a couple of matches on NXT, and NXT I'm kind of like okay, that's fine, but yeah, she really did like stand out now. She
Her and-
actually
her
has
and
like
Kyrie.
a good character, just very confident, knows what she's doing, and super athletic. I was like, what
Super
the
fucking
fuck?
athletic, dude. Hard hitting as fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, her and
Oh.
Kyrie.
Yeah, and she knows how to get the heat on her. She fucking was beating the shit out of
Be
Kyrie with her.
whipping that bitch, fucking hitting her with her hair.
Yeah, it was dirty, dude.
It was good. There's so many good matches. I don't like her entrance, but Mercedes Martinez really did have some good matches.
She did.
And I don't like her taunt.
I like her match with Abby Lathe.
Yes,
Abby.
That was a good match. I just saw that before we started recording. That was a good match. That was a really good match. Princess Suhei. Shout outs to her. She had some fucking good matches with Kaylee Ray, is another one.
Mm-hmm.
She was good too in that one match she had. I'm kind of sad she didn't move on, but whatever. Xia Li, you like Xia Li, right?
I like Xia Li.
Xia Li was
I
good.
enjoyed her. I was hoping she would go to second round.
That was a decent match with her and Mercedes.
Yeah, I don't. I mean, off the bat, since there were so many women, I was like, which one of you aren't gonna be able to move on?
Yeah.
And there were some bigger stars, but then some of the booking from it, like how Tessa was in the opening match with Kyrie, I was like, oh wow. I was like, I don't know.
I
who's
did not
gonna...
expect that either.
Yeah, I was like, I don't know who's gonna win this.
Also, I was like, I expected Kaylee Ray to move on just because they did that little like video package of her
Yeah.
in her bracketology. I was
Mhm.
like, oh, she's totally gonna move to at least the second round,
Mm.
and she got knocked out immediately. I was like, oh shit, okay, I don't know what the fuck's going on.
All right, can I talk about what I didn't like?
Sure.
I don't like the overlaying theme worshiping the MMA ladies. I don't like that.
Yeah, I don't like that.
It's annoying. We're not in their realm. They're in the wrestler's realm.
Yeah.
That, like, I don't know. I just hated how every time Shayna Baszler had a fucking match, they had to go back and show them in the crowd.
Mhm.
But like, I mean, they did it like 4 or 5 times,
Mhm.
and it's to the point where I'm like, all right, oh my god. Another thing, last week, I told Brian about it because I was bummed we didn't record. Because one thing that after reading more and understanding how Vince McMahon booked shit over years of watching wrestling and years of hearing people talk about experiences from shoot interviews that people worked with him and whatnot.
Yep.
And when they showed Kyrie's video package for the first time, and afterwards they showed Nakamura, I was like, oh my god! I just heard Vince McMahon like, oh, they just show the Japanese guy. Yeah, show him. I was like, Jesus Christ, man.
It was funny how when you grabbed that fan and the fan was like,
Oh yeah, he like put his hands around the fan. He was dancing with the fan or doing the shake with the fan.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's the thing. I know I'm always fucking nitpicky and negative and stuff. I really did love the tournament. I don't have a beef with it, but Shayna Baszler going to the end, I get the storytelling. She's like the shit king. You don't want her to be in the finals.
Mhm.
But I just hate how it feels like it's pandering to that MMA crowd to get some more money, kind of.
yeah.
And
Yeah.
then the whole thing with the 4 horsewomen versus the 4 horsewomen, I'm just like, eh.
I'm afraid that Shayna Baszler is gonna win because of that.
That makes my stomach turn.
I'm afraid that she might win because of that.
That
Yeah.
sucks.
My thinking was like, oh, they're just pushing her, and then like they'll give her a good run or whatever, so that she goes maybe talks to Ronda Rousey, and Ronda Rousey's like, yeah, I'll go ahead and do that, and they have another draw like they do with Brock,
Draw?
like a house draw. Like with
Oh, okay.
A
I
big
thought
name.
you said they have a draw for the tournament. And I was like, well, what the fuck was all this for?
No, that's a fucking tournament. Motherfucker, there's a clear winner in the tournament.
I don't know. I just hate the immediate pandering. It's like Ronda's never
But-
had a match, but she was on WrestleMania. What the fuck is that about?
But honestly, that's like the only bad thing about this tournament, which is super good for the tournament overall. Like the tournament itself is really good. I think that's the one blemish. It's a big blemish.
My thing is they had a perfect thing. That's my thing. It's really hard to have a perfect show. It's fucking impossible, especially with fans like me. And they had it. I had no fucking beef with this thing. But then there's this pandering, and I'm like, you just fucking.
It's again, it's a big blemish. But I mean, you gotta just think of like what they're doing for like women's wrestling, getting them a bigger stage because WWE does have a bigger.
True.
Does have a bigger reach to people, so it's doing more good. It sucks that they're doing it this way, where they're pushing her so much, but you just got to take the good and bad because you're getting a lot of good matches out of it.
But I don't like it. And I'm going to keep saying that till I die.
All right.
Because also, it's going to bring MMA fans to this shit, and they're the worst fucking fans. That's why I love telling them, no, I don't watch that shit. I like watching real fighting. That's why I watch wrestling. If she wins, I swear to God,
It's a possibility.
I want Kyrie saying a fuck. I like how after Kyrie. Oh, well, I mean, I don't want to spoil it because Brian still needs to watch that part of the match. Or the match after. Are you still going to watch the match with her and Dakota and
Oh yeah,
the matchup? I mean, do you want to say what happens?
sure.
Well, afterwards, the match, they have like a stare down at the end, and Shayna Baszler's like totally being a fucking bitch and like all up in Kyrie's face, and then Kyrie just had like a real emotional match because her and Toni Storm fucking tear the house down, and then she's like cleaning up her like her tears and her sweat and like getting her face like because it's all smudgy. They just had that crazy match, and then she gets like a fist out too, and she like holds it next to Shayna Baszler's face. I was like, yeah, dude, fucking kick her ass, Kyrie, kick her fucking ass.
Yeah.
If they're working me so that way I can feel good about Kyrie winning, okay, I rode the ride. Miss LeRae's wild ride.
Good, David.
But also fuck Shayna Baszler.
Yes.
She looks like Punishment Martinez.
She's female Baron Corbin. You have another insult for her?
Me?
Yeah.
After every match,
Oh,
she
heel Bailey.
fucking-
Heel
Bailey.
Bailey.
She's heel Bailey. Bailey turns heel, turns into a dude. It's Shayna Baszler.
after every match, she goes to lean on them, and they do the fucking 4 thing, and then the fucking stupid 4 Horsewoman shirt is people from Dragon Ball Z, and it says 4 Horsewoman. That doesn't even make any fucking sense. That's not. None of that is derivative of each other. They're stupid. Fuck MMA.
Has a dumb name. What's her name?
Sebastian Bach.
No, Jessamine Duke.
Oh, Jazzy Gabbert.
Jazzy Gabbert.
Jazzy Gabbert was great.
Yeah. Like, well, this whole time while you were like, y'all were like having a discussion about the blemish, I was like, man, there's so many other women I haven't mentioned. Fuck, I want to get them back in there.
Jazzy was great.
Bad stuff. Jazzy Gabbert was fucking good. She said she's coming back. I'm super excited for her to come back.
When'd you say that?
On WWE.com.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, like on their YouTube, they upload a lot of extra mail and shit. There's a lot of stuff out there.
Oh, cool.
Um,
We see Kyrie. I saw the one of her talking before a match with Bianca. And she's like, "Oh, hey, it's scary, but I'll win." And I was like,
Yeah.
"Oh, Kyrie."
yeah, but my elbow. Yeah. Yeah, Jazzy Gabbert like goes back there and she's like all pissed and they're like, "How do you feel?" Whatever. She's like,
Honestly,
I
I'm
just-
pissed.
"Yeah." She's like, "I'm not done here. I'll be back."
Hell yeah.
And I was like, "Fuck yeah, you will,
She can be the top heel, man.
dude." She for a big woman. She can work. Like,
Yeah.
it's tight. Like, she's not just like fucking typical. She's not like Big Show where
You know what's funny?
she's fucking big.
The only person that wasn't selling in this whole tournament was fucking Shayna Baszler.
Yeah, she's the only one that doesn't seem like she can work. Damn, that sucks.
Her and Candice,
Her and Candice was good.
yeah. And then the ending was shit. I'm sorry, that ending was
No,
shit.
yeah, that finish sucked.
They had Candice like immediately tap out to this. Oh my god, this amazing chokehold. Kiss my ass.
Yeah, the way it landed was ugly, but yeah. Satana Gabbert was fucking good. She was a Wonder Woman of man.
Oh, she was great.
She was really good. Her and Piper Niven told a fucking story, and that was a goddamn good match. Serena Deeb was good.
Serena
I'm
Deeb.
glad she's back in the ring.
I kept calling her Kendrick because she had a very Brian Kendrick story.
Yeah,
She's I was here and I'm back.
yeah, basically.
I am
like
Brian
how
Kendrick.
They actually told a good story too, her and Piper, where she kept trying to lift her and like kept trying to like out fucking I don't know.
Piper just kind of brought the best out of everyone. I kind of wish Piper and Shayna had a match together just because I would like to see Piper bring the best out of Shayna.
Yeah, Piper had a fucking good match with everybody she had a match with.
Yeah, man.
Who else?
That's my girl right there. I wanted her to win.
Rachel Evers?
Yeah, Evers, because not
She
Ellery.
was fucking good.
Who did she have a match with?
She had a match with
Her second round match was with.
Abby Lath.
That was a good match.
That was a good fucking match.
They were striking and shit.
Yep.
They were like,
Who was her first round match with?
Sarah Logan,
Marty Bell.
completely off.
yeah, Marty
Wait,
Bell.
Sarah Logan? I forgot about Sarah Logan.
Yep.
Maybe it was Sarah Logan.
I want to say it was Sarah Logan,
I think
but
you're
I
right.
mean, I
There's
could
so
be-
many women.
It's 32 competitors, so forgive us if we're getting any of this wrong. But you know what? You should go watch the fucking thing.
I mean,
8 episodes to binge watch, baby.
When
Don't
we-
act like you don't binge watch.
But after we watched the parade, it was a lot worse. Remember, we only knew the people like we already knew.
Yeah.
That was bad. We were like, she looked cool. We were fucking terrible.
I already forgot about Sage Beckett.
She was great.
She was good.
She was great. I liked how she was like a taller girl
Yeah.
and she can move.
Yeah, she's like a taller, bigger girl. She had a good match with Nicole Savoy.
Nicole Savoy,
Nicole Savoy.
fucking hot.
Fucking. Who's that? Fuck. I'm trying to remember that girl's name. Oh, Zato's in it.
Zeta.
Zato's good.
Oh, you're talking about the girl with the she had a match with, was it Bianca Belair? The model, the one that became a wrestler that we were talking about?
Oh, Vanessa Bourne?
Vanessa Bourne.
No, but she was good.
She was good.
She had a good match. Who did she have a match with?
Oh god, I
But
can't
she
remember.
got some. She can get some heat.
She can?
I like the way she.
She's also new to this.
Yeah.
She's not like a seasoned wrestler. She's like really
No,
new to
and
this.
She had some good stuff. Fuck, who did the 450?
The four. Oh man, I forgot. Someone did a 450.
It was Bianca Belair.
Yeah, Bianca Belair.
Oh, Bianca Belair. Yeah, she did 450.
That's where I was like, holy shit! Like, what can't this chick do?
Yeah.
It's crazy as that's in Vince McMahon's WWE. That is totally not allowed. That's the epitome of dunking in the WNBA and being like, "Whoa, bitch, you can't do that." But she did it, and I'm so glad she did it.
Yeah. And Kyrie still kicked that.
Kyrie's really been the favorite, but also the underdog.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what makes me happy. I'm excited for Brian to see the Tony Storm Kyrie match.
Yes,
That was some shit.
that was a really good match. And tournaments always bring out the nerd in me, where I'm like, man, I gotta watch these tournaments. Every tournament that they've had, I've been like on.
Yeah, man.
Aisha Raymond lost to Tony Storm in the first round. She's the one that Tony Storm was wrestling circles around.
I mean, I am just really happy that there's this much good product in this.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot.
Long story short, Kyrie Sane's gonna fuck up Shayna Baszler. Fuck MMA.
Renee
Fingers
Michelle. I liked her.
Who she
She's
wrestled?
the one that wrestled Candice the first one. She's the one from
The-
Washington, D.C. with the pretty eyes, with the red attire.
Nope.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
No.
Nope.
She was good though.
If it's first round, guaranteed. I don't remember. I'm sorry. It was 16 matches between 4 episodes. Another 16 matches, or it was another 8 matches.
Oh, that girl's name was Tainara Conti.
Tainara Conti.
She, man, like, she has such a good look, such a good style.
Mm.
She was going up basically against Miss America, going up against Lacey Evans.
Yeah.
That was some good. Oh man, I like that match a lot. I really, really wanted. I hope they sign her or something.
Rachel Evers had a match with Marty Bell.
Mm-hmm.
Nicole Savoy had a match with Reina Gonzalez, not that one girl.
Reina Gonzalez. Okay, yeah.
Mia Yim had the match with Sarah Logan.
Boom. Yeah. So I was wrong.
They had a good match.
They did.
Sage Beckett's first match was against Bianca Belair.
Are you going to get down the whole bracketology?
No, I'm just like kind of correcting us.
Okay, in my head I was like, I was really trying to avoid doing that because there's so much of it. You guys have any other final comments about the tournament?
It's fucking good. Watch it.
All right.
Yeah.
Tony Storm is the best.
Did you guys watch any other wrestling besides WWE this week?
No.
Did we what?
Watch any other wrestling besides WWE product this week?
Mm-mm. Did I have time for it?
No.
I did manage to get in the first night of New Japan's Road to Destruction.
Mm-hmm.
There's some stuff in there that they're leading up to, because so basically from here on out, New Japan doesn't have another pay-per-view until Wrestle Kingdom itself.
Okay.
So they have those long string called the Road of Destruction. It's just them doing tour dates and leading up to their feuds they're doing right now.
Okay.
A few notes from that I got was, Kenny is out with the leg injury for this tour right now.
Mm-hmm.
So to take his place, they had Tonga Leo,
Mm-hmm.
who is Tama Tonga and Tonga Loa's younger brother, and he's fucking huge. He's like 7 feet, I think. He's huge.
Jeez.
Yeah, and they had a 3-on-3 against War Machine and Juice.
Okay.
And him and Tonga Leo and Juice actually were working mostly with each other.
Mm-hmm.
There's some good stuff there. They ended up losing the match, but yeah, I think it's gonna be a good addition, especially to already the Gorillas of Destiny and the Bullet Club. He's like immediately affiliated.
Fair enough.
Yeah, but it's not kind of like it is. I guess a relative kind of thing. It is, but also he can move,
Okay.
especially for a big dude. So that thing was pretty cool.
Cool.
Tanahashi's new hair was fucking weird. I don't like it.
He looks like, if you know, I know you don't because you wouldn't follow it, but like fighting game competitors, Brian, he looks like Tanahashi's new hair makes him look like Daigo
From where?
for fighting games, like the Street Fighter guy. Do you know who?
No.
I'll get a picture
I
of
never
it.
played
And you'll
Street
see.
Fighter. I haven't played Street Fighter past the SNES.
He's a famous Japanese Street Fighter player.
Oh, okay.
He's like, he was considered at one time like one of the best Street Fighter players.
Oh, cool.
So let me see.
Okay, cool. From there on out, so the whole night was basically just about a couple 3-on-3s to tag matches, stuff like that. The main event was a 5-on-5, and it was LIJ versus Chaos. And Chaos was Okada, Ishii, Ospreay, Yano, and Rocky Romero. they had the Lij themed suitcase that Naito won from the G1. So in there is the contract for his title match with Okada.
Okay.
Yeah, they do the suitcase thing too.
Okay.
And it's totally a Lij themed suitcase. It has like the dripping letters on there. It says New
Okay.
Japan. It looks good.
Okay.
And him carrying it around is, since he's already in his suit, looks good. So they come out. They're doing their 5-on-5. They start already building with this 5-on-5. I was like, these matches, they're good. They're always good. But sometimes I'm like, do I want to sit through a 5-on-5 right now?
Yeah.
Because they're 5-on-5, since they put in so much spots, are like good 30, 40 minutes.
Yeah.
So I was like, do I want to do this right now? I was like, fuck it. I'll see. It is like the first night. They're going to build towards stuff. And they did. So the rivalry of Himoru, Takahashi, and Ospreay started. Like, they had a great back and forth. Fucking Ospreay had a weird interaction with, I was telling you guys, with Takahashi on Twitter, where he was like, man, I'm so tired, randomly at 3 a.m. And Takahashi was like, no, you're a cat. And he's like, I don't know, man, I'm tired. He's like, you're a tired cat. And they went back and forth with that for a little bit. And that interaction was weird, but also after they had like a good back and forth of some chain wrestling, fucking Takahashi runs back into the ring after Ospreay gives him a plancha, and he's just like gently rubs his face, and Ospreay's like looking around like, what the fuck? So they tag other people in, and then they start highlighting when you get the briefcase, you get to pick someone that essentially can challenge you for it from the number 1 contender spot.
Yeah.
And Naito picked Ishii because Ishii's the only one that's aside from Fale, beat him in the G1 and also beat him in the G1 opening. Since he lost, he was like, I want to have a match with him. He's beaten me a few times, and I want to make sure it's clear that when I win this belt, it's because I've beaten everybody. So I'm like, God damn it, Naito, you're so fucking cool. So they had a bunch of interactions. They were like face to face the whole, like, a lot of the time.
Okay, this is Daigo.
No, that's Naito. I mean, that's fucking Tanahashi.
Yeah, exactly. And pretty.
They have the same
almost
hair.
look- yeah,
They totally have the same hair.
it looks like older brother, younger brother.
God damn it, man.
Sorry, fucking up the train of thought. What's
No, it's fine. It was just a good match. It was really good just because they highlighted all these different rivalries that are happening. Because right now, too, Evil technically is feuding with Okada because Evil was one of the few people that beat Okada clean in the G1. So they had a few like interactions and stare downs and stuff. It was just a great match. It ended up flying by because there's so much happening I was excited about. And after the match, Evil cuts a promo. I wasn't able to get an English commentary one, but I'm pretty sure he just acknowledged the fact that he's pinned Okada clean. And also Naito and Ishii, like Naito puts the briefcase down between them and they had their stare down. So I'm like, that's going to be some good shit. So
nice.
that's basically what's going on in New Japan as far as what they're building towards rivalry-wise. And it's looking good.
All right, I will take your cues for New Japan from you because they have like 5-hour shows each time. It's a lot of tag teams.
It's a lot.
Because they're getting people in, which is great. I like that, but it's a lot.
It is a lot. You're not wrong.
You just tell me which matches I should watch, and I'll watch them.
I still want you to see from the G1, Elgin and Ishii and Goto. I still want you to see that match.
Okay. Yeah, I just don't have the time. I'm so much between work and...
I get it.
Now, one of my favorite video games is back. We won't talk about that right now. But it's eating away a lot of time. It's my fault. But is there anything else you want to comment on before we get to our matches? We're going to do matches. Matches
Plural
of the week.
2?
We'll do 2.
Okay.
So, does anybody want to say anything before that?
I do,
Mr. Bragg.
but I don't know. Oh, Bola happened this weekend.
Oh, Bola did happen.
That was really cool.
I love it.
Some good stuff through the social medias,
Mediators.
the mediators that we some good stuff I'm hearing from it. I can't wait to see the previews and stuff.
Yeah.
Also,
I mean, I already saw who won, but yeah.
Did you see? Because I found out because Trent fucking tweeted. Yeah. He's like, ew, Ricochet won.
Spoilers.
And then shortly before that, he was all like, the funny thing is Super Dragon totally told me I was going to win it. True story. But he wasn't booked this year because he's in Japan.
Yeah. Trent, man. Trent's... he has a fan in me.
Oh, dude, he's
For
so
sure.
entertaining. Funny thing too, since they did Bola and everybody was gathered, they did. So Trent and Chuck used to have that talking dogs and popping hogs show,
Yeah.
but now it's Chuck and I forgot the other dude's name, but it's an officer and a gentleman now. The show,
Okay.
and they had fucking Meltzer as a guest on the show. And the opening comment, and this is all I'm gonna say from the opening thing is, it starts, and I think it's Chuck that's like, "All right, first question, who the fuck do you think you are?" And I'm just like, "Oh my god, I gotta rewatch it." It's from the previews of the show. But
Yeah.
so good.
That's on High Spots, right?
Yeah, it's on High Spots Network.
Okay. I'll have to look into that. But
Well, I also have another thing. Sorry, I
you got?
keep cutting you off. I want to watch. God damn it! I'm trying to fucking find it here.
the movie.
The movie. Yes.
Oh, that is this weekend.
It's gonna be scary. I'm gonna shit my pants. It's gonna be
From all early reviews, they're saying that it's really, really good.
I
looks
want
fucking terrifying.
to watch
Yeah, I want to pee myself.
Me too.
this weekend.
Okay.
There's a progress show
Oh, okay.
that I want to watch.
Oh yeah, that's the one with Haskins and.
It has a pretty fucking good card. It's Pete Dunne versus Travis Banks.
Travis Banks is good.
Travis Banks actually made his Bola debut this weekend.
Oh,
His
cool.
PWG debut this weekend.
Yeah, Travis Banks
I
is
think
good.
he won in the first round.
Nice.
Tony Storm versus Dahlia Black, who I heard Dahlia Black's fucking good. She looks good from what I've seen.
Okay.
And it's for the women's title.
Okay.
The tag titles are being put up.
Yes.
It's British
CCK.
Drunk Style versus CCK.
CCK's tight.
And then I don't know these guys. Oh, I think it's I don't know that guy.
That
Matt Riddle, Timothy Thatcher, and some other guy. And then there's Zack Sabre Jr. issues an open challenge.
Oh, that's cool.
And then just like a couple other things that looks like some good wrestlers on here. I think Mark Andrews is on one of the matches. It's like a battle royal type thing.
Yeah,
Okay.
Jimmy Havoc's having a
Jimmy
death
Havoc's
match
in
with Mark Haskins. Having a death match.
That's one of the things there too. So yeah, it's this weekend.
What, Saturday? Or Sunday?
Yeah, I think September 10th.
That sounds like a Saturday.
It is on Saturday.
All cool things. Fucking.
It's on Sunday. Sorry.
It's on Sunday.
Yeah, but I think you can watch it on
Sounds
Twitch.
like a Saturday.
That's the Romanist thing.
I think you can watch it on Twitch, maybe.
Yeah, I think.
Huh.
They
So
have
you can donate.
They have a
That's always on
Twitch
AAA
account.
Mania.
They have a Twitch account,
Mm-hmm.
and I think they're gonna have it streaming on Twitch. So I might watch it this weekend.
Okay.
What time?
I don't know.
If it's Sunday, I'm down. If it's Saturday,
I think it's on Sunday. It's on Sunday. Sunday, September 10th.
I'm looking this up right now. 'Cause,
I just looked it up. It's the 8th already.
yeah. But is it some weird time code? No, they're only like 8 hours in front of us, right? There's something like 8 hours.
Dude,
It's
I don't know.
not-
I'm not a geologist. Is that who that does that?
No.
I don't give a fuck. I suck.
But if it's on a
Java
Sunday,
just does rocks.
if it's Sunday, I'm down to watch it.
Sunday. Yeah, I think it's on Sunday.
Yeah, but
I just want to see more Tony Storm.
I agree.
She's great.
I want to see what the difference is between indies and having to tone it down for WWE.
Having to Tony down.
It's Candace bleeding out of her skull and beating the Young Bucks.
Oh my god, that was such a fucked up match. That was only 3 years ago. Anyways, I think this is coming to a close. Anybody want to take first crack at matches of the week?
How many do we have?
2?
Yeah.
Unless, what, do you have like 3 of them, 5 of them you want to talk about?
I can take first crack if you guys need some time.
Take it away.
The first one is gonna be every match of Piper Niven in the Mae
God
Young
damn it, I was
Classic.
gonna say that.
Everyone.
I said every Piper Niven match.
And the second one is gonna be the. I'm okay. Just to elaborate, Piper Niven, I think, is a goddamn star.
She is, man.
She is so good, down to her taunt. Brian can agree.
Fuck.
It's perfect. She is so goddamn charismatic, amazing in the ring. If WWE doesn't invest in her, they're fucking stupid.
They are fucking up.
They're really I really think, and I mean this, that if Shayna Baszler was going to be in the finals, it really should have been Piper and Shayna instead of Kyrie. That's how much of a fan I've become over the
Oh,
weekend.
wow.
Because Kyrie had great matches, but also at the same time, I could tell that Kyrie was going to win the matches with the storytelling. Piper's matches were each match she won, I was like, you earned that shit. I don't think you're going to win it. So I think Piper and Shayna would have been my dream final just to see Piper kick that bitch's ass. So every match with Piper Niven was great. The second one is going to be the 5-on-5 of Chaos and LIJ from Road to Destruction.
Okay.
And that's just because I miss New Japan. It's a big part of me now, a lot. Like ever since I got access to watching that stuff back in like March when we started doing the podcast, I just can't get enough. I'm hooked. So that's gonna be mine, just because I love LIJ.
Fair enough. Brian, you want to go next or you want me to go next?
I'll go next.
All right.
Can I give a shout out?
Sure.
I just want to give a shout out to Cien versus Tina Baloney. Or Bononi, sorry.
You can say baloney. I don't give a fuck.
Just because I
Fuck him.
Just because I love Cien. And it's good to see him. No tranquilo, no more. But also, my match of the week is every Piper Niven match. Specifically the Tony... Actually, I don't know. I can't even... I was going to say specifically the Tony Storm one. But every fucking match was good with Piper Niven. So every Piper Niven match. And then my other match is also going to be from the Mae Young. I'm going to go with Abby Leith and Jazzy Gabbert.
Hey.
I'm just going to throw that out there because that was a good fucking match too.
Yeah.
There's so many I could pick, but I'll pick that one.
I'm gonna say, I'm not gonna do a wrestlers matches, but Tony Storm and Piper Niven is one of the best matches that I've seen out of the Mae Young Classic. So for sure, and that's one.
Yep.
The second one, I'm a little torn with, but I think I have to go with Dakota Kai and
Dakota Kai. I'm Dakota Kai.
the
Get mad. Go on,
the,
bro.
Indian woman. What's her name?
Oh, Kavita Devi.
Kavita Devi. Just because of like the in-ring stories, like the way she worked her arm,
Yep.
and the way that she had to like, all right, I have to find another way to end this match, and she did it, and it was really cool. So those are my two matches of the week.
That's a great reason. it was pretty cute. Yeah, man, there's so many good matches from the Mae Young Classic. It's really
There is.
I
So,
still haven't even seen Kairi Sane versus Tony Storm.
Oof.
I still haven't seen Kairi Sane versus Dakota Kai.
Oof.
mhm.
I still haven't seen Shayna Baszler versus Mercedes Martinez.
you can you can skip that
Motherfucker.
one. You can skip that match if you wanted to. If you really wanted to.
That match is bad.
Is it?
They booked that match like an MMA fight, like the opening of it.
Oh, yeah, you told me that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the first like 2 minutes of her just trying to sweep the leg.
Mhm.
Sweep the leg.
It's fucking. I hate Vincent Kennedy and McMahon.
Either way, thank you for joining us on episode 30 of Signature Maneuver.
I thought it was 30. It's 30 or it was 31?
31. Oh, it's 31. My bad. I'm lost in time. I'm lost in time. But
El Ídaro.
remember to
Tranquilo, no te pasa nada.
remember to follow us on any social media: Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, Grimworks. Just search that up.
Listen to Bread Club Gaming.
Listen to Bread Cup Gaming,
Check that out.
which this is what episode 8 this week.
Episode 8 this week, yes.
All right, that just dropped.
Sorry for the long episode.
Don't worry about it. I love those long episodes.
Not everybody does.
Well, they can go fuck. Either way, if you do want to check us out, you can go ahead and leave us a comment if you want on YouTube. Like, comment, and subscribe there. Click the little bell just so we know you're listening. Also on iTunes, if you listen to us there, go ahead, rate, resubscribe. And SoundCloud, go ahead, follow, give us a little heart. And also shout out to our sponsor, Fade Grips, which now has a new store. You can go to fadegrips.store and order anything there. Since Destiny 2 just came out, I have been using the shit out of those thumbsticks. So you can use our discount code for 20% off. That's capital GRIMMWORKS, Grimworks, and it's for 20% off. Anything else, boys?
Check out this week's WWE 2K18 roster reveal. Breezango's on it, and then make a El Generico reference.
Oh, that's cool. All right. Also, they're gonna put out the 24 for the Women's Revolution, so that's another good thing to look out for.
Oh,
Nice.
Yeah, they put that in between the first episode, I believe, of the Mae Young Classic. They like
Okay.
sandwiched that in between it because remember they had a commercial between a match. You're like, what? And then Michelle was like, oh, okay, that's a good
Oh,
commercial.
that's right.
Yeah. I forgot about it. Just remembered right now. So if I don't know if it's on the network yet, I'm pretty sure it is. But look out for it.
Oh, also,
Hey,
fuck Lars Sullivan and fuck James Storm.
what about Tony Storm?
I fucking love her.
What would you do if you're watching Tony Storm match and then James Storm stood up? He's like, I'm so proud of my daughter.
I would fucking cry.
I would fucking laugh. I was like, this is the greatest day of my
I
life.
don't even know what I would do. Oh my god, what if they're married? No!
Bitch, she's like 20. He's like 40.
She's
Oh,
like
it's
20.
legal.
Yeah, it's legal.
Hey, what up, baby?
Everything's legal down
No.
here.
The-
Fuck you, James Storm.
Then James Storm looks at you. He's like, hey, what up, Mexican? You here to see my daughter? That he's
Yes.
marries his wife. Same shit. He's redneck.
You know what? I totally.
Sorry! He told you that?
no.
About your damn luck.
Nah, I'm just kidding. How you doing?
I
Oh
don't
my
give a-
god, I would totally put up with him to date Tony Storm. Fuck it.
I don't give a fuck. Yeah, dude. Does Michael P.S. Hayes have any daughters? I want to date them just so I can be like, dude, my stepdad is Michael P.S. Hayes.
Fuck yeah.
Mr. Hayes, it's a pleasure to meet you. I don't give a fuck. Nah, I'm just kidding. How you doing, Mr. Hayes? Call me Michael.
I was trying to figure out which one of these people I'm gonna fuck.
Michael P.S. Hayes.
That should be a sign up. I'm just trying to see which one of these people I can fuck.
Yep. Go watch your
Jesus.
Go watch the wrestling dudes.
All right. Have a great weekend, everybody.